And hello, everybody. Happy Saturday.
Hi.
We are Hard Knock Dice. My name is Jonesy, your dungeon master for the evening, and these beautiful people around me are your heroes for the evening and my best friends. Today, we are going to continue across Eberron, but before we do, as always, if I can get an exclamation mark charity in the chat, thank you so much for that. Hydra, we're raising money with Extra Life, specifically the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. So go click on the link, do the lawful kind thing. There we go. And yeah, open your heart wallets to a really great cause. Go save some kids. We are going to be continuing across Eberron. I don't think we have any new announcements as of right now. However, we will be starting our new campaign, Whispers in the Dust, our Fantasy West campaign in about 2 weeks from today, or not 2 weeks from today, but in about 2 weeks from now, in October 4th, Wednesday, October 4th. That's going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's going to be DM'd by our wonderful Brune/Gandolin/Ian. So make sure you go check us out on then. So yeah, it's going to be fun, rootin' tootin', shooting good times for sure. Anything else? Is that everything? Why we keep losing Ken? Oh, you're still there. You're just in your background.
Yeah, I spilled some stuff.
It was what we were talking about pre-stream, Ian.
Yeah.
When the character, or when the computer decides you're going to be a background in the character and not a main character.
So, if nobody has anything else, we will be missing our beautiful sad girl today, Miss Kaushik. Miss Brittany's not feeling well today, so she's gonna be piloted by Ian/Brune. So, fun stuff to be had all around. However, last we left off, our heroes were making their way through the twisted lands of the Mournlands, Crowley's homeland, or what remains of it at the very least. In a disastrous event called the Mourning, it has created this twisted and scarred land. They've been fighting their way across it after being dropped off by their, well, I call him a friend, but he's definitely edging his way out of that circle, slowly but surely, by dropping them off in terrible places like this. We'll start off this session the same way we do every session. Everybody say boo Milo. Boo!
No!
Boo, Milo.
One thing.
Boo, Milo.
One thing. Say slowly but surely. This doesn't keep happening.
Love it. Because he didn't have a choice in it, and I made him do it, but we still say boo Milo. So, anyways, after being dropped off in this horrible land, they've gone through several encounters with the unlife that is here. They actually have a couple of friends that have suffered fatal wounds here in the Mournlands, but for some reason did not kill them. They're being kept alive by the strange magics in this place. They've also found out that these folks aren't exactly, or at least some of them aren't exactly who they're saying. There's a small subsect of folks in New Kyrie, a place where a bunch of immigrants from the Mournlands is now staying in a small corner of Breland, that want to see Kyrie put back in a position of power, or at least in a position to defend themselves. So they were looking for some sort of weapon, spying on the Lord of Blades, which our crew here has met. A temporary alliance, or at least a chance at an alliance, has been made. The Lord of Blades has sent them on their way to Metrol, Crowley's hometown. In exchange for his alliance in the fight against the Plane of Madness, he wants a Warforged Colossus sent back to him. His current one is missing the legs. He likes the legs, so he wants the sister robot sent his way. Our heroes have made it here. They've gone through some of the notable locations. They now find themselves in the Cannith workshop, where they've met a friendly, or seemingly friendly, automaton named Samuel. I won't call him a warforged, because he was not forged for war. As a matter of fact, he was forged for something seemingly innocuous. He stands here waiting, or he sits here rather, stands here waiting on his maker with his small and little gelatinous cube buddy named Dewey. He sits cleaning and waiting on his maker Norin DeCanneth. After attempting to find Norin to show Samuel that surely he is gone and dead, the scrying spell focused on the docent which lay dormant inside of Samuel's chest. We now pan our camera onto Otto, sending a message to this docent itself. The Eberron dragon shards lighting up slowly, undulating within, and you heard a weak voice from within. Hello?
May I ask who I am speaking to?
Where am I? Oh shit. No, I'm still here. Oh no. All right. I'm panicking. I can't breathe. I don't need to breathe. I can't breathe still. I can't feel myself. My name is Norin DeCanneth. I am stuck inside of what I think is a docent.
Indeed.
I'm gonna short circuit it again. I gotta calm down. I can't calm down. Breathe.
I am here
Breathe.
with Mr. DeCanneth.
Oh, Jesus! Need to calm down. And you see the lights on the docent going wild at this point, along with the interaction with the soul within of Norin DeCanneth. I need physical actualization. Find a data crystal screen, something.
Please calm down. I will assist you, and we will reach resolution.
Calm down!
To the watchers who can't hear this mental conversation, they probably just see Otto's head lean back like he's been yelled at, but they didn't hear anything. Refresh me real quick. I am having to pull up my notes still.
Mm-hmm.
The name of the new friendo, the not Warforged.
Samuel.
Never mind. I found it like right as you answered. Mr. DeCanneth, do you remember your friend Samuel, the automaton?
Samuel, yes. Okay, great. Listen to whoever you are. Listen to me.
My name is Otto Goggins.
Oh, wonderful. Love that for both of us. Otto, find a data crystal. I need some sort of physical actualization of myself, or I'm going to short circuit this thing again. Please.
I'm assuming Otto knows what those look like and where they might possibly be stored.
Sure, yeah. I mean, there are...
Artyom probably has one in his hand that he uses to keep all of his ritual stuff on.
Also, Samuel would probably know this area inside and out, seeing as he has been here alone for years. Mr. Samuel, would you perhaps be in possession of a data crystal? Blank would be preferred.
You know what? I'll roll percentile before I answer. Church of High.
Woo!
Most of those have been stolen. I apologize. I
It is
only
not
have
your fault.
the one left, and he pulls out the one that has the image of him and Norin DeCanneth on it.
I mean, I've got the data crystal, but are you going to do something crazy with it?
The entity that I have awakened within the docent wishes to use a data crystal so that he may actualize himself. I'm assuming that means like a projection, like a manifestation.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It doesn't answer the question, though.
DM Otto or / Cody does not know, but Otto, I'm guessing, would know. Could he use a data crystal to manifest without eliminating what was on it?
Yeah, I mean, it sort of you should be safe. In theory, you should be good. It's not like this. It's not like
That's not.
it's not like you've done this before with hooking up a docent to some sort of projector because the docent needs self-actualization, right? So, in theory, it should work.
I also remembered that we have a shitload of crafting supplies that I've brought with me. Could I whip something up real quick?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, give me a quick Arcana check.
Okay, cool. And then if it works, I guess just tell me how many GP worth of
Yeah, I got
supplies that would take.
I will attempt to aid him.
Oh, hell yeah.
Are you trained in Arcana?
Nope. But I got a data crystal.
I think we'll be fine, regardless, even without advantage.
They're there.
31. So.
Oh, yeah. You think that you could certainly do that. I'm looking up the price of a data crystal real quick, and I'm trying to find it. I think they're like 50 gold.
Do we know what tier of magic item that is?
It would either be common or uncommon. Fuck it, because I can't find it. We'll say they cost 50 gold, have down to 25 for this. Since you're building it right here, you're gonna spend a couple of minutes hooking it up to it.
Yeah. All right. 25. Make sure I deduct that now, because I will forget.
So, Otto, you go in hooking up the docent to these materials that you've pulled from the back of holding, with a 31 quickly doing so, and after a couple of minutes of doing so, a hologram pops up.
Otto will present the projection while looking expectantly at Samuel.
You present, and it is 6 inches tall. Hey. Thank you. If you were to give it a little bit more power, be careful with this. I'm sure that you could make the projection a little larger. Carefully. Otherwise, you could short circuit the whole thing.
Cantrip amount of power into it.
You roll damage. Are you doing a shocking grasp?
Oh no, I didn't know if I could just generically put magic into it. We will put where did that? There, cantrips.
Mm-hmm.
Minor illusion magic into it, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, I'll say that you cast them. You can throw minor illusion at it, and it'll help. Yeah, he's still shorter probably than he was. This will work. Thank you.
I did not wish to damage the device. I had to improvise to one degree or another.
Puts his hands on his knees. The image lacking color, but you do see sort of a frizzy-haired man with bifocals on and greasy. It looks like what he was wearing last, whatever he was wearing last. So a greasy apron, sort of half taken off and just sort of hanging down by his waistcoat. Sits there. Wonderful. And just sort of Samuel takes a couple of steps forward. Maker. Samuel. Thank you, Otto.
You are most welcome. It would appear that your maker was concentrated into the docent at the time of the event.
You've been there all this time? When I first woke up a few minutes ago, the everything short circuit. I panicked. Everything short circuited. With the blinding white, all of that. Is everything okay?
No.
Mr. DeCameth, how long do you think you have been contained within the docent?
Well, I'm gonna assume by the way you asked that question longer than I think I was.
It's been 166 years. No, I'm kidding. It's just been a few years.
Why would you do that?
So it feels a little bit better once you hear the real time.
It doesn't. I can't cry, but I would.
It has been just over 2 years, Mr. DeCamp.
Just over 3.
Oh, just over 3. Otto will obnoxiously give days, minutes, or days, hours, minutes.
Oh,
2
dear
years.
God.
12 months.
Oh no.
Oh. All right.
So your country is kind of destroyed by a magical fallout that happened during that day. We're trying to get to the bottom of some issues we're having in this area, but maybe we can get you out of here.
Out of here.
Mr. Samuel refused to leave this wasteland without you. He is very dedicated.
Samuel, what most Warforged are not built with, the capability to move his jaws and emulate a smile. He does so. He grabs the docent and the crystal that you've hooked it up to at this point and takes it over to the window and just sets it there. And you see Northern Kenneth just looking out at the wasteland.
Not going to sugarcoat for you. Beyond my fog, it's just as bad everywhere.
That sucks.
Mr. DeCamp, would you like me to catch you up?
Sure.
Excellent. Otto will probably spend a solid, 10 minutes to 20 minutes giving, the super summary of the events of the morning and history thus far. Outside of the fog as well.
All right. So mostly just about national going on sort of deal, high level stuff. Is that what you're going over? Just so I understand.
Yeah, high level stuff, just so he knows, focusing especially on what happened with the war, the morning, and House Buchanan and all of the national relations and stuff.
Eric's?
It is quite unfortunate.
Yeah.
Roasted.
Okay, and
So you're
nobody
like
has
the
any clue what caused it.
no,
Not at all.
you're like the leader of your house, though, right?
No, that's complicated, I guess. No?
However, I have worse news.
Oh,
It gets worse.
okay.
And then he will spend 5 minutes giving him the rundown on the dimensional invasion situation.
Okay.
Artyom just nods approvingly, like, this is how you exposit to somebody. Good job.
Unlike Artyom, it is probably filled with much more technical information than Artyom would feel fit to include.
Shit's fucked.
Wonderful. That's, cool.
One could say we have a lot on our plate.
All right. Well, I guess you're coming with us then, Sam.
He sort of looks at y'all and then looks at Norn. I have no other business here. I was simply ready to go.
Excellent.
Nora looks out the windows. And where are you all going?
There's some sort of weird people probably chanting for, I don't know, tentacle-based blood sports in the arena out there well after the time that anyone in the area should be dead. So we're probably going to go into said arena and kill a bunch of things and cut off that whole situation from the head.
Oh. I don't want to do that. Nope. I'm okay.
We've got a big bus outside that's armored and stuff you can hang out with. There's two guys that are like kind of dead but not dead because of the Mornland. They're injured very poorly, but because of the weird magical state in the Mornland, they're not dead. They're not really zombies, they're just in a state of not being dead.
But do not trust them, as they are liars.
One of them was a liar.
Do you happen to know anything of the Warforged Colossus beneath the palace?
I'm aware of it. How you're not supposed to know about that? That's
A lot has changed.
To be honest, we'd rather avoid the tentacle-based violence if at all possible. So if you know a way to get us to the Colossus, that would be better.
well, you don't have to go to the arena to. I suppose confidentiality is.
Little out the window.
I was gonna say blown away, but yeah, that's probably uncouth.
Yes. In poor taste.
The Colossus lies at the bottom of. Say it lies. It's in a chamber below Starmantle Bay, and it's meant to be a last line of protection for Metrol in case something happened here. Being so close to the border, we didn't want anybody getting control of it, so it was built in secret, and I'm really confused how you know about that still. Anyways. Yeah, there's only a few without actually swimming through the bay itself and down to the doors, which I don't know if you could actually get through the doors or what kind of state they would be in or what would be in the water. I don't want to think about that. The other only physical entrance that I would know about would be through Vermishard Palace.
Is in the palace itself. Do you know where exactly it is? The entrance.
No. I didn't have much of a liking for things of war. That was more my dad's speed.
So, I understand that these large constructs that are made for war, are there any entrances that you might know of that if we were to find the general location of it, we might be able to burrow through the ground and just pop in, you know, like its elbow or something like that?
No, it's in like it was meant to be a last line of protection. So when they installed it, it's hundreds of thousands of gallons of concrete and lead around it. It's meant to survive an explosion of any sort. This I don't know.
I see.
That seems reasonable with what I know as well.
The palace will probably remain the easiest way to approach. Easy being a very subjective term.
Agreed.
As you are not a fan of war, probably good for you to know sooner rather than later that there are many of your house's creations who have grown quite discontented with their intended purpose. And they now reside here within the Mornlands.
It's an odd choice. I would say surprising. Not.
They have an easier time surviving here than the fleshbound, as they call everyone else.
They harbor some remaining bitterness.
Much remaining bitterness.
Yeah.
Perhaps Samuel can inform you on some of the conversations perhaps that he has shared with those that have made their way back to Metro. Give you a better understanding. On the bus. While we
With the dead people
investigate.
that aren't dead.
They are
That
alive.
lie. Wonderful. Excellent.
They are injured people whose injuries have not caught up with them. That's a better way of putting it.
They are
Gravely
not
injured,
undead.
but not suffering the effects of their wounds as of yet. I have been attempting to repair those wounds, so when they do reach a point in time or location where they feel those effects, they hopefully will survive the experience and begin the process of recovery.
I can help with that. We can help with that. Wonderful. He walks
Excellent!
off the data crystal and his body just sort of disappears, and then you see the hologram like pop back up. Samuel, I can't actually leave here. If you could. Samuel picks up the Dawson.
Very good, sir.
Everything has been taken. Take it. He like leans down to whisper. He does not need to whisper, but everything. So everything's gone. I couldn't stop anyone, and did not want to risk destruction while waiting on you.
I do have some measure of supplies that we have brought for our personal stash.
Things sound like drugs. Our stash.
Our stash.
Could we maybe like the Dawson? Those are the things that plug into mechanical creatures, right?
Indeed.
Yes.
So could we put one on your? Could we stick this gentleman into your dragonfly or something like that?
That's a question for the DM, because Otto might know that, but Cody doesn't.
You say that, and Norton shakes his head. I assume you have the dragonfly visible, like mounted onto your armor.
It's probably like buzzing around. Yeah.
The dragonfly wouldn't be able to use the Dawson to its full capabilities. It wouldn't be able to, in story terms, attune to it.
I think he meant more as just like allowing him to be mobile more than
Right. Just kind of carry it around.
Yeah, like let him have control of it.
Yeah,
or
that
whatever.
is, so what I'm saying still applies. You could do that, yes, and it could carry around the projection of it. You would not be able to use it to its full capabilities.
Yeah, it's fine. Just for the time being, giving him some mobility.
Archeum just means in the sense of I'm going to need that crystal back in a few minutes to recast. Telepathic bond.
No, Otto didn't use your crystal. He built the device out of
That's
supplies.
right. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. I thought
He
you
made a
were
crystal.
modifying that crystal for it to work.
You
Okay.
got a bunch of
Ooh.
mirrors, and they just.
No, my arcane supplies include metal sheets, wires, gems, wood, stones, and crystals. So
Crystals.
Now I know that Otto goes to sleep with a metal sheet.
He's bends it.
The
Like,
warriors dream of metal sheep. Anyways, so what are you guys doing?
I guess we'll go back down the I don't know, I'm still in character. I guess we'll go back down the elevator and get them acquainted with the battle bus.
Okay. All right. So, Samuel and Norn will both follow you closely. Samuel takes
Wise.
Dewey and puts him on his shoulder, and he takes Norn and keeps him in his hands. And on the way down, just starts telling him of all of the time that he has spent cleaning with Dewey over the past few years, and it is very boring. But you see Norrin's just kind of like looking over the wasteland, pretty much.
We will
Yeah.
also make sure Dewey doesn't get left behind.
Yeah.
100%.
Otto will just interject and offer at some juncture to give Norrin control over the dragonfly so that he can have a little bit of freedom without relying on people to move him around.
Little dragonfly crossing its arms.
Right.
Oh boy. So,
Mm-hmm.
Should we bother with the arena or not?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the whole reason we're coming out here is to take care of the Zoriat incursion in the arena. Otherwise, we just
Is
pass right on through.
Are we sure that it is an incursion of Zoriat within the arena?
Well, we haven't gotten eyes on it yet, obviously. I mean, they could have been lying to us the whole time.
The Lord of Blades did say it was a mage. It's a mad mage. Please don't put your hand in my face like that. It's very weird. Very strange.
You're just breathing so hard, though. This, the test the.
I am not looking over the edge very, very purposefully.
Okay. Yeah, Mad Mage, if it's got, a Zoriat, anything, anywhere in that title, I feel like we should probably take care of it while we're in the neighborhood.
And if it is not actually a byproduct of anything Zoriat related, within the arena at least.
You said that arena was like suspended, right? Or like,
It is.
It was
correct.
on top of the
Father.
which one?
how wide are those statues?
Depends. There's a couple of them
At
that are
its
different
smallest
sizes. but-
point for that particular one.
Some.
That's a really good question. How tall are those? Hold on.
They're about 200 feet tall. I've established that.
Uh-huh. How big around?
How big around?
Yeah, would you say they are like 100-foot radius?
Yeah.
Okay.
He said, okay.
Sick. Just checking.
My brain would just go on the transmute rock. Chanting's over. We got it taken care of, boys. Let's go home. Miller time.
Same result, different pathway. It was mine.
Help me.
Mine was a little more.
I
Everything falls over.
So
Bubbly mud.
you get to the tank bus. It's opening the doors. Venora and
Gabriel.
Shit, Gabriel. Yes, thank you. I almost said Christian for some reason. I couldn't get Christian out of my head. Not Christian. Gabriel.
Gabriel is Christian. That's what that means somehow. Fucking rosary.
Dolora. I don't know who this Jesus fellow is.
Eberron, Jesus. Get it right.
I have no clue who that is.
Corvette, Jesus.
So you guys just putting them on the bus for right now? Tell me what the plan is, guys.
All right.
Yes.
So we've got the 7 of us. Who do we want to throw the last person for the telepathic bond before we move on? Or should we move up closer in the battle bus and then get
Samuel,
out?
do you know how to drive?
I don't know. Sam's pretty wise. I bet he can drive.
A basic vehicle like this, I should be able to manage.
I would say give it to Samuel then if he can drive.
Okay.
Thumbs
Uh,
up.
roll percentile. Let's cast some telepathic bond.
Woo!
Okay, casting telepathic bond. I assume before you get on the bus.
I wouldn't do it inside the bus in case something explodes. No.
And I never know.
That'd be crazy. An 8d6 fireball in that enclosed with a space would become like a
Okay.
20d6 fireball.
So problem solved. No one has to drive the bus anymore.
All right.
it's more of a flatbed now.
53.
53, and it's a 4th level spell, correct?
5th.
5th level spell. All right.
Fudge.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Wait, whoa, hey, hold on.
That is not what you want to hear the DM say.
No.
It's just interesting.
We all get a free cast of Heroes Feast. That's what the other shit was.
Fucking wish.
Is that all y'all wanted?
Interesting. Does not sound good. Promising.
Artyom, when you cast the spell, much to the contrast of when you cast or when you conjured Barrick and like you got some psychic feedback on it, you feel sort of just a warming, calming sensation wash over you when you do. For the next hour, you are protected from undead. Such creatures cannot attack or harm you unless they succeed on a charisma saving throw against your spell save DC.
Oh shit.
So I basically have a charisma-based sanctuary?
Against undead.
What a wildly convenient side effect to have right
Well,
now.
these are
These
Zoriat,
may very well be aberrations. So I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't get too hyped too quick.
So is that effect just on me as the caster, or all affected targets of the
Just the
okay.
caster.
You know,
That'd be busted
Just
as
the
hell.
caster.
you miss all shots you don't take.
No one else took the gamble. So,
You know, guys, I think I'm getting used to this Zoriat or this Borderlands magic stuff. It's actually not so bad. We should probably start casting more spells out here.
Oh, really?
That feels like asking for trouble.
I am impressed by your talent, Artyom. Congratulations.
I'm probably just getting lucky.
Let us hurry then, if time is limited.
Nah, let's go.
let us use this 1 hour that we got. So you guys have a couple of choices that you discussed. I just want to make sure that I'm conscious of which one you're going into. You could go back to where you came from, which is where the father lies and where the arena is and the chanting lies, or the palace, which and further inland, further to the center of the city rather, is where the mother lies with the palace, and also Crowley, where your home is. Closer to that district, obviously not on top of the mother with the palace. But
Or we could split up.
Hey, you know,
Let's split up.
no.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Split up again.
Otto, if you got inside the head of one of these colossi, do you feel like you could probably drive it a little bit?
Photographic memory. Otto saw a lot of the controls from the cockpit that we were in when we talked to Lord of Blades. Does he feel like he knows or like he could figure it out?
you would have, yeah, I think with a successful Arcana checks, definitely, but it will require a crew. Unless you're putting in like a predestination. And speaking of, there is a series of coordinates that have been given, or I say coordinates, but there's a series of numbers that have been given to y'all that will autopilot this back to the Karn Slayer. So like a command code. Who has that?
I assume they just gave it to Otto.
Okay, so Otto has it on his person.
Don't get caught in fireball.
I cannot say for certain, but I believe that I could definitely figure it out. It did not seem outside of my capabilities.
You could do
However,
so, you
I
would
could
need,
not do it on my own.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Well, if you feel like you could maybe instruct a couple of us which buttons to press and when, I feel like maybe fighting a whole arena full of Zoriat monsters would be easier if you're 20 stories tall.
Agreed.
That does sound likely.
We just go in there and a few beasts in and
George, you got a
What-
stat block for this Warforged Colossus if we pilot it?
Can
There
we
is a
make it
stat
do like
block.
the twist in the middle of the arena.
Dude.
I mean, I guess in the pinch we could just have it belly flop against the thing and probably take him out.
Seems like a bit poor.
I would have some concerns about its lack of precision in such a situation.
Not to mention, the
It
arena's
seems-
hundreds of years old, and it really is a work of art. You're just gonna... Everything's destroyed. Everything's gone. Everything.
Correct. Yes.
We could perhaps investigate prior to utilizing such a imposing weapon.
Just go fucking rip the top off, look inside. Investigated.
Artyom very much just, it's like, oh, it's a work of art. Artyom's like, buildings get destroyed every day. Like, it's, I mean, it is what it is, man.
So,
My only concern is if what may be defending the Colossus itself.
I thought it was underground and a bunch of cement and stuff.
It was. But there may be things that are closer by it, or at least within the palace.
The only one way to find out. Let's go. We should probably go on foot if this thing's going to continue to be loud, though. Or I guess how, or
We're pretty
depending on
far.
the distance of it. Yeah, if we're like 6 miles away,
from the arena?
from the palace, if we're going to try to get into the Warforged Colossus first.
Yeah, that's what
Is that the
I'm...
plan? We go into Arena or Colossus?
That's what
I think
wanna know.
I think they both have their pluses and minuses. Show of hands for arena first. 1, 2, 3.
That was wrong. Nope,
Two.
that was wrong. No, not
Oh.
arena first.
Well, 2 hands for arena first then. Okay. Palace first is what I'm seeing. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
All right.
I'm
Very
glad
well.
that we solved this democratically. We are going through the palace.
What did Koshik vote for?
But Noah, put your hand down. You don't get a vote.
I did not raise it.
I saw you out of the corner of my eye.
That might have just been a ghost.
I would watch out for ghosts in your immediate vicinity then. Let's go.
Yeah, by the way, there are ghosts all over the Mornlands.
They
Don't-
think it is the day of the morning.
Right, right.
Or
So-
just reliving the day of the morning.
Right,
That too.
all over the place. Your whole country is haunted by its people on their worst day.
You were just making
Right?
this gentleman's day worse and worse.
As much as I
Sometimes,
can appreciate the truth, you can just stop with it at any point. Literally any time.
Okay, well, let's leg it over to the palace then, and
To the palace.
go.
Okay. Are you guys...
Oh, we're there already?
Well, I have a question. Are you guys taking the tank bus through the streets closer
What
to
is-
it?
What's the distance that we currently are from the arena, and the distance between the arena and the palace?
Well, you're closer to the palace right now because you're at the Tinker,
Fantastic.
which you're a couple of miles away from.
Okay, so we're multiple miles away from the arena.
Yeah, Metro's a big ass
Oh,
city.
yeah, we can drive, and we
Okay.
definitely want to drive if we don't want to have to recast telepathic bond.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Regulators.
yeah.
I don't know.
So it's a couple of miles, but the Tinkerer and the Mother are literally right beside each other. You would have to go around Starmantle Bay to get back to where you were
Okay.
Fantastic.
for the Father.
To the palace.
Or you could go
In the
across the
bus.
bridge because they do hold hands.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Okay.
That sounds
Dangerous.
structurally- Yeah, like
It's
that does
super
not sound
dangerous.
structurally sound.
That is
Especially now.
thematically cool as fuck, but also
So-
death trap.
Mr. D
place
is
got
not
nuked
immediately
30 years
relevant,
ago.
Mm-hmm.
but when you have a moment, if you would check your messages on Facebook.
We're being betrayed as we speak.
You guys are driving through. If there's any conversations you wish to have, please go ahead and do so.
That's
I-
we're being betrayed.
I wonder if, at what part during this whole excursion we're on that Milo intended us to actually encounter? Or he's in this here to stop these Zoriat guys, get a Warforged Colossus,
Probably that.
maybe meet this guy to get the new leader of this house, so that Merrick's is kind of a shithead. From
He
what
hates Merrick's very much. He would quite like him to be replaced, I imagine.
In my opinion, Milo is doing what he does best, setting a match.
setting the match.
I do not think we're going to burn this place down. I think a lot of it is made of stone.
Oh, I was thinking like, what's the game with the like little basket sticks, and you have the short
What?
net.
With us being the match, he set
Sorry,
multiple
what?
things into order. Chaos.
Like Tetris or something, or Tetris. I don't remember the name.
What is Tetris?
It was a Kyrie game that, used to,
It's a weird thing.
it was fun.
Milo's
My
favorite
bad.
game was tennis.
What?
I figured if anybody would know about fucking
Tennis.
Tetris, it would be dwarves with like falling rocks and stone and organize them and stuff. But
Perhaps those top of the crust dwarves from Duragar.
Jesus Christ. So,
Real dwarves, as we call ourselves.
you guys are driving through the streets,
Bumping.
a couple of miles to the palace, and the buildings begin to look very familiar, Crowley. You're in your neighborhood.
Oof. I'm going to look back and see. Artem, can you come up here, please?
Yeah, what's up?
We're in my neighborhood.
All right.
I might make that stop before we get to the palace.
Okay. Did you call me up here because you wanted that to be kept secret?
No, I came to tell you in case you were confused why we would be stopping, and I figured you'd be the most vocal.
Okay.
Slams on the brakes.
Is there any reason or warning of this area that you feel like I might need to be privy of? Like, is your neighborhood on top of some sort of other government facility or something?
Well, this was the particular area where I suffered the effects of the morning, so
Oh. All right. Well,
I'd be very watchful.
let's go. Let's go face it together then.
Oh. Crowley's gonna stand up and hop off the bus.
Okay. You want to describe Caiaphas's house to us?
Very wonderful architecture. As per Kyrie, lots of curves and everything, but not incredibly fancy. It's not two-story, but it's got a lot of yard space. Importantly, that's the big thing, or it did once upon a time ago. The frames of the house were built strongly, so they're probably still standing, but there's a lot of probably shadows along the walls of people that were nearby, neighbors, and the fence, which is broken down, and a probably rickety like little playground that was set up in the back, just completely fallen to decay. Very homey once upon a time.
Well, Crowley, here we are. The last flashback. The beginning. The end. As we flash back to that last moment with Crowley, with Caiaphas, his hands covered in blood, attempting to stop his father-in-law's bleeding. In this flashback, we don't hear any wisecracks from cops, nor do we hear any angry captains. We don't hear any loving family banter, nor any airships, small as they may be. We don't hear footsteps of Caiaphas as he sprints down the street, but never fast enough. We don't hear his heartbeat, panicked and fearful. The words of his father-in-law echoing in his mind get them out. We don't hear the complaints of the helplessly ignorant citizenry as they are unapologetically shoulder-checked as Caiaphas runs through the street. Obstacles in between him and his family. We don't hear the door to this home fly open, nor do we hear the muffled cries of his startled family. We don't hear Celine's concerned line of questioning, nor do we hear Talia's gasp as she sees what's to come. The only thing we hear is Caiaphas Cromwell's last words to his family. What do we hear?
Caiaphas will reach out and grab a hold of his daughter, Talia, as he's looking at his family, the first person, the nearest person to him. And then he'll look at him and he'll give a small smile that doesn't quite reach his eyes. It's going to be okay. And that's it.
Caiaphas, I'd like you to make it a deception check.
I'll make Caiaphas Cromwell's deception check, which is a lot lower than Cromwell's. But a 19 nonetheless.
You hold Talia close. Tell her it's going to be okay. Blinding white light. I'd like you to tell us, after an untold time passes, when you wake in a broken house, a mockery of the home so filled with love, you have no idea how much time has passed. Your family reduced the shadows on the wall. The pain, physically and emotionally, is crippling to the point where you can only falteringly move on your hands and knees. What does Crowley do?
As soon as he sees the shadows, tears begin to just well up in his eyes as he looks at them and just buries his head against the floor, just running his head back and forth and just sort of banging it against the floor. Why am I still alive? Why not them? Why? And he just bangs his head against the floor again and again, Why am I being made to see this?
Your cries fall on no one's ears but your own. Your head hits the floor over and over. And you notice your hands first. And your arms second. And a broken mirror lies feet from you. You already know what you're gonna see.
And yet I pull myself toward it regardless.
Drag your hands through broken plaster and glass, dragging yourself over to the mirror, where within it you're met with Talia's face.
And then that's where Caiaphas Crowley's mind breaks and Crowley begins. As he just starts crying and laughing.
As you do, hands on the broken floor, dust and glass filling them, and you feel something. You look over. Smooth white mask.
The shaking hand reaches out and grabs the mask and slowly begins to pull it over their face so he doesn't have to look at his daughter any longer.
Put the mask on, throw the hood up. If this was a story where Crowley hadn't gone to such extreme lengths to see his daughter back, this would be where our camera just sort of fades from that moment, seconds after the morning, to present day, Crowley looking in the same broken mirror. But this is not that story. And Crowley has gone to such extreme lengths. Crowley, you find yourself stuck in the memory. And it rewinds. And we see the moment of Caiaphas holding his family. You take what is precious from me. I will take it from you. As you're in third person looking over you, holding your family, familiar hand, clawed, white, sinuous fingers reach out from you under your family's chin and lifting their faces off.
Crowley will pull a dagger and place it directly under his jaw.
You can't move.
I will struggle against that.
Another one. Celine, Talia, your youngest, you. Until in front of you, in this memory, faceless creatures stand before you. Part of you gone. You blink your
Yeah.
eyes, and you're standing in front of your home.
I open the door. Deception to like just walk like nothing has happened. Just continue. But the mask will now be a wholly sad, emotional face.
Gotcha. You open the door to your home. Not as you remember it. It's broken, it's empty. It's quiet. What are you doing?
I'm going wholly for 3 things. I'm going to look for any like past credentials Caiaphas might have had, primarily, to justify this excursion. And then secondly, he's going to look for anything that might have remained for his wife, or either his 2 daughters, to give to Talia when he sees her again.
Yeah. Make an investigation check for me.
I accidentally typed in 77, but it's actually 25.
20. Nice. You make your way through the home, back to your room, past the rooms of Talia, walk in. Your drawers are open, some of them on the floor. Someone's ransacked this house. Someone's been through it.
A sense of burning rage, which Crowley just pushes back, but it's just like prodding at him in the back of his mind right now.
You do find some old Chiron military intelligence units badges that you've had stashed away in a small compartment under your bed that was not found.
I'll collect those.
There's no jewelry left. There would probably be small things that wouldn't have real world value to them left over, but may have value to Crowley.
I will collect everything I can, and if there's like a remaining bag, I'll stuff them in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Then I will head out, taking a moment to look at the shadows one last time.
Shadows on the wall, broken mirror on the ground, a mask on your face. Well, a new mask.
Actually, I will walk over to the mirror and then crush it really quickly.
I made like a squishing sound that was meant to be glass crunching, but easily enough.
Yeah.
Aberrant mirror.
It's a mimic.
And I'll look. I fucking knew it. I'll look into the mirror like a little split between the faces of Crowley, and I'll say, "You don't want to play this game," before turning and walking away.
Okay.
And I'll make my way back to the bus if no one else deigns to join me in the home.
Very well.
No, Artyom was with you the whole time.
Okay. Then I crush a mirror for almost no perceptible reason.
Emotional support, world saver.
Do you have your emotional support, Druid?
As we're
It
leaving,
could be any animal. Go ahead. Sorry, Crowley.
no, it's fine. Any animal I need on a dime, but not a cat. Never a cat. I'll look to Artyom. Say, I've got some old Chiron intelligence badges that may be useful if we come across any sort of things that need clearance to a degree. And I'll just take a look around. It's like, are any of the bags my daughter's packed still here, or are those also gone?
Some of them are still there. Yeah.
If those bags that they packed before they left are still there, then I summarize that those would probably have something more memorable to them, and I will grab all 3 of those.
Okay. Scoop them up on your way out. Tank Bus has plenty of space.
Yeah, and I'll just come back loaded down with these 4 bags.
Gotcha. Okay.
Pack them up behind the driver's seat, look to everyone, and say, "Thank you for bearing with the stop. Shall we continue?"
Let's go then.
Start up the bus and continue on. Sad face, mask emotion still visible despite his calm words.
Sad face, rad ride. Tank Bus starts up. You guys start heading towards the mother. Getting closer to the mother at this point, you see that the palace on top of it, you can see it from even down here. A beautiful, resplendent building, seemingly untouched by the morning. With the white marbles of the walls still shiny, the brilliant red Eberron dragon shards that are worked into the stone itself, the reason it is named the Vermishard Palace, gleaming. Sun that isn't there.
Ew.
And you all get this sort of feeling on the back of your neck as hairs stand up. As something is watching you.
Not concerning at all.
Ah.
So, you have attempted before to find one of the trolleys to go up. Are you attempting to do the same thing this time? Or you
Yeah,
just flying or teleporting up there? You can always cast 7th level teleport right up there.
Why stop there? Let's go H.
Exactly. Upcast teleport.
Wait a minute.
I'll use the beast shapes on everyone and you fly up there. No.
Would the wild magic trigger every time we change shape?
No, I mean it's supposed to only cast one time. It has a duration. It's just
Okay.
As much as I would love that, just roll it fucking every time y'all change. No, it's just the casting of the spell.
everyone rolls every time individually for when it changes the 4 fireballs in one round.
That's not that much damage.
Wait, let me counterspell. Oh, let's roll again. More fireballs.
You did counter that one, but then spawned 2 more.
It's like the Hydra of fireballs. So,
Oh god.
Does it seem like the trolleys are the most safe and consistent way to get up?
yeah, that is the way that Chirons did it before you. You could absolutely fly on your own if that is what you wish to do, or you could attempt to do what you did at the Cannith workshop.
Shall we proceed with another trolley?
Yeah, let's try to find one.
Yeah.
Hopefully this one won't talk to us and give away our position.
Probably
Look around. You said we feel like we're being watched, right?
correct.
Is there anything watching us? Like nobody's looked to see if anything is watching us. Is there anything
Yeah,
watching
Listen,
us?
I'm
if I
just
feel like
here to
something-
say the things, okay? If y'all don't say let me roll something, I'm not gonna tell you to.
I will look if I'm getting an eerie feeling. That is,
Yes. So will Pip.
Perception is purple.
I will take 2 hit points of damage to turn that into a 25.
25, very nice.
21.
21.
I do not have any more uses of the Gem of Seeing today, so.
I thought you had
Werewolf?
one more use. I think you have one more use. You got
do
three,
I? Oh,
three
okay.
charges, right?
Yes.
You've used 2. Unless I'm misremembering something, but I'm pretty sure you only used 2 last session. Because you used it on the tower once over, and then you had to redo it for something else. But it had been because RTM cast telepathic bond, so you needed to re-up it. So I think you only used 2.
Okay, cool. Sure. He will not immediately use it since it is the last charge. Is it evident that Artyom is looking for the source of the prying oath?
I think it's probably as soon as you guys start. It's probably evident on a couple of folks as soon as you guys get here and eyes start moving around to the rooftops and to the windows and stuff. Other stuff. Pip, what was your roll, by the way?
Sorry, it was 12.
12. Okay. Pip, not seeing anything. Broom and Artyom. Looking around. You're driving down the street slowly. Don't see any creatures. But you are driving past an old fountain that's no longer moving water anymore at this point. You do notice that the entirety of the fountain is covered in some sort of pink slime.
What?
Pink slime?
Yeah.
Like it's like shiny? Is it slime like?
Hmm?
Like it looks like it is a liquid?
Talking about like
Goo. It's a slime, like a gooey liquid.
It's a gooey
Like-
liquid.
like Ghostbusters 2?
I don't know.
Is it moving at all?
Not that you can see.
How far away from us is this?
You're driving right by it.
Oh,
It's like in the middle of a
Cool.
square, and like an open square, like
does that seem?
maybe like an old park.
Is that the only place where there's pink slime?
It's the only place you see it right now.
Is it pointed out to Otto?
I will definitely point out
Sure,
weird
yeah.
pink slime.
There's pink slime on that fountain.
Point out pink
Thank you
slime
for
all day,
picking
every
it up.
day.
Otto shall remotely investigate.
Gonna send out the dragonfly.
No, the dragonfly is currently being utilized by Homie. So just like this is a visual scan. He's not going to go mess with it offhand.
Oh yeah, just looking at it, looks like pink slime.
Pink swan.
Nice. Thanks for the insight, Milo. Good job.
Oh, Otto.
I mean, Otto.
I think I said Milo too. Anyways, Otto,
Who?
from this far out, it's pink slime. In order to get any sort of information on its what it is or its origin, you would add.
Pull over.
You would need a sample of it if you so choose to do so.
Do we care enough about this pink slime to stop the vehicle?
Do we think it wise to come in physical contact with it so that I may investigate?
No, I do not.
I feel like
That.
it's probably a
Noted.
bad place to be in general, but
I do not think it's wise to come in contact with anything we don't have to while we're here.
My thoughts being, it could give us insight into our current predicament.
What is our current? We're sneaking through a city in the Mornland where everything is probably trying to kill us. I feel like The insight is it'll probably try to kill us.
The insight I was seeking was some information about what will be trying to kill us in the likely near future.
I feel like we'll get there soon enough. I agree with the emotional support druid. Let's just keep it moving.
Very well.
Yes, let's... Sooner done, the better.
Continue
Wait,
driving.
Drive on. I feel like God may have directed me towards the slum for a reason, but I will ignore it.
We could come across more later, but
I hope not.
You guys drive by closer towards where the trolley would be. The feeling of someone watching you never leaves.
maybe it's the slime looking at me.
You guys pull up. You're no more than a couple 100 feet away from the mother at this point. You are at one of the stations that lead up to this palace. You do see the same tour guide sitting in the seat of this one.
Murder this machine is
Done.
unnecessary.
Get it out of here.
Just thorn whipping it out of there.
I mean, like, is there a switch? Can we look for the switch?
Let's turn it off.
Yeah.
By murdering it?
They're not sentient. They're just it's the same
You
thing.
think- Nobody thought the Warforged were sentient either. Getting
They-
into this whole, like, AI versus...
That's factually
Let
not
us-
true.
Let's go.
I mean,
I
like,
just rewatched-
sentient.
Just rewatched the Animatrix recently about, the everything taking over AI wise, so this will be fun.
We're all AI. Doesn't matter. All right.
Big facts.
So how are you handling it? Otto, if I can please get first an investigation check from you and then an arcana check from you if you're attempting to repair it in the same way.
Investigation. I thought that was a 17, but it is not.
It's better, right?
No, that was an 11 plus 10, 21 for investigation.
Okay.
Well,
And Arcana is 25
Very nice.
That's a couple.
While
plus 15 health.
Otto is off working on the power unit, what is our... Are we searching for a power button, or are we physically removing the current inhabitant of this trolley?
Is there like a speaker section on it that we could just cover up?
Yeah, there's like a speaker in the chest, probably.
Okay, we'll just smother that with like a bedroll.
Sure.
I'll say, to be clear, those questions about sentience were Stacy's, not Pip's. Pip's all about just, like, thorn whipping the hell out of it and get rid of it.
that's like that.
You just
Like, get
cover
rid
up
of
the
it.
speaker.
Like, we got no time.
Can I get you to make
Yeah.
a perception check real quick, RT?
Sure, I like
You're
those.
gonna explode.
Oh, it's just booby trapped. Oh no, I rolled terrible. 13.
13? Okay.
I believe didn't I roll a perception check for the guide last time? And you just went, okay.
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 God damn it. Pull up the clip.
Pull up the clip.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure
Otto,
it's
a little bit of work, a little bit of power. A muffled sound comes from behind the speaker. Thank you for visiting kindly.
fine.
Just kind of like it probably gets quieter as like he just actively is turning it like,
Oh shit.
hello, welcome.
You're putting it on mute.
Yeah, you turn it down to where it's not like shouting out into the distance. Yeah, absolutely. Those of you that are on the fucking thing by yourself could still hear like the muffled like woo, 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 woo. But nothing
Fair
far out could hear.
Wonderful. We
So-
ride.
You ride. Creaky trolley rising into the foggy skies. A
That's creepy, you know.
feeling of you being watched, just persistent as you move up here. The muffled sounds of this trolley guide giving out information of beautiful Kyrie. The mother, home of Vermishard Palace. Home of Vermishard Palace. Built in 401 Watt in the place of your death if you do not leave. Last chance.
Wait, what now?
What did it say?
I said the place of your death if you do not leave.
Is Otto able to tell if that is like an original recording or a change of the original?
Otto can fairly surely assume that is not part of an original recording of this.
Didn't know if it was like
Is
a
your-
warning, like, please leave the White House lawn. You will be shot.
Right.
You didn't scan your badge at the base of the trolley, therefore your life
Yeah.
is in danger.
Who's the
Yeah.
closest to this thing?
Take tourism seriously.
Probably
Otto.
Otto.
Yeah.
Well,
Like
Me and
3
Otto.
people said it. What y'all say?
Chiaoli.
Yeah, Crowley's going to be near the front regardless because he wants to make sure nothing's changed landscape-wise.
So,
I'm actively holding a pillow on this thing, so I assumed I'd be right there. Well, I probably just took it off since it threatened my fucking life. I'm like, what the fuck?
as you're like holding the pillow there, Artyom, so or holding the like cloth over the speaker, and you sort of look. The automaton also looks and like looks over at you. Time to leave, or you'll be part of the decor.
Who's decor?
Time to leave. Time to leave.
I'm a fucking
I'm
thorn whip this
going.
one too.
You guys are like 100 feet in the
No,
air.
sir.
Who do you work for?
Otto says, I have less mixed feelings about that one.
Hey, I'm glad I'm not the only one who heard that. Was hoping that was chalked up to the Mornland just playing with my head. It's more concerning now that I know that everyone heard that thing threaten our lives and say they were going to be part of the decor for going into the palace. So let's get ready to fight a whole bunch of shit and everyone stay together.
Indeed, says Otto.
I don't want to be decoration.
You see him like actively loading shells into the Baltic, like
Loading shotgun with malicious intent.
Camera looking up at the trolley sees the automaton spiraling through the air and closer to the ground. You guys crest to the top of the mother. A resplendent building. A work of art in its own right. Bright white stone, brilliant red Eberron dragon shards, just etched of southern Kyrie, worked into the palace walls. It still has floating gardens above it, thriving with life. Crowley. Your passive investigation is high enough. It's not right. The dragon shards are reflecting sunlight that's not there. The walls around it, the gardens above. It's not right.
There's something wrong with this. It might be an illusion. There's light reflecting when there is no light in the sky. This is not what it should be.
Oh, okay.
Does it just look off to Crowley, like because he would know what it's supposed to look like, or does it seem off just in general?
Just the interesting thing is he knows what it's supposed to look like because this is what it looked like previously. Subtle details are off, which kind of tips you off to it, Crowley. Once it's pointed out and you're looking at the specifics of it and what Crowley's pointing out, you can also tell.
It's just weird looking.
Something is off about it. Something is being disguised.
It's not natural.
Otto, is there any kind of illusion?
That was really quiet. I couldn't hear you.
Otto, is there any kind of illusion?
Someone
His
also broke
voice is
Broom's
breaking.
speaker. Stop it.
This is the last of this device's capability before it must recharge overnight.
I think that was a good time.
Very well. Comes to life.
Your device powers on. 120 feet of true sight, right? Bit of a different story.
Like,
Oh,
White marble walls are not so polished and gleaming. They are in fact dingy along with the rest of the moorland. The floating gardens above are either devoid of life or supporting something unnatural and wriggling and writhing.
Hey. Oh.
The probably two more off-putting things that Otto sees that the rest do not as you go into true sight. This massive illusion just cloaking the palace itself is the fence that lies. I say fence. This isn't meant to be an obstruction. It's meant to be a warning. As a fence of creatures past in various states of decay and pieces are placed on this fence. And the Eberron
fact.
dragon shards blink and wink at you as they are eyes all over this palace.
so not dragon shards at all.
No.
Well, that's not good at all.
What
We're
is
like
not
in a
good
creature. You.
on a creature?
Ian, you're so quiet. You're
Yeah,
whispering.
Otto's.
What do you see, Otto? What is that you see?
This is quite unpleasant.
I
And he will describe the gardens, the
Tell me, man.
Parkis fence, and then finish up with, and I am fairly certain that where previously I perceived dragon shards, it is in fact a multitude of eyes. They are moving. Oh. He says, like,
In addition to that, it looks as if the palace, as you were sort of going through this, I'm sorry, it looks as if the palace has gone through some sort of security protocol, or perhaps it did in the past, as every window that was clearly visible and still is to the rest of your party here is now shuttered with warded adamantine plates
holy shit.
at every entrance and every window, with the exception of the very front door.
Oh,
An invitation.
what manner of creatures are on this warning thing? Are there any Nothics?
No, you would not see any Nothics on this warning.
And
You
we
do see
have
a smattering of humans, elves, warforged, all different types.
And we have the full squad with us, or just the Vanguard?
Hey, did Sam come? With what's his bucket?
I assume you wouldn't bring him, but
No.
I will leave that in your hands.
I was making
No.
sure.
We left them at the bus to drive if necessary.
Yes. We do not bring the SAMs. That's how you get your NPCs killed.
Correct.
Or non-combat.
Either that or, yeah, they're dying as we speak. I mean, it could be both.
I'll say they're
Or-
right now being consumed by pink slime, so you know, it's whatever.
Probably. But, you know.
Except for Dewey. Dewey gets to live.
Dewey starts absorbing the pink slime and
Super Dewey.
Becomes a
Anyway.
full-size gelatinous cube
Oh,
Like
shit.
as big as the building.
and realizes
Bigger than the
he's
bus.
higher on the food chain now.
Very, very slow.
Yeah.
Very, very 10-foot movement speed, top of the food chain.
Mm-hmm. So, Chinese
I
Vanguard,
imagine that movement speed would go up.
what are you doing?
Is there any way to dispel the illusion so that we're not
Even were we able to
reliant?
utilize dispelling magics, I feel like this would be perhaps of a grand scale.
Listen.
How long does the thing last?
10
Cody?
minutes.
10 minutes?
Alright, Milo. Alright, Otto, lead the way. And let's try to get through this. If you see something, attack it with extreme prejudice, and the rest of us will also attack it with extreme prejudice. Seems
And I'm
like
gonna ask that you, and narrate too as you go, perhaps, so that we know
Right.
what we're actually seeing.
use the mental link because it's faster than, well, probably maybe not for you, but you can talk real fast because you don't have any lips.
Otto will kind of adjust his series of behavioral protocols and move into SWAT team mode.
Okay.
He clearing buildings now.
We're cleared.
He puts his fucking foot through the door.
Very well.
But yeah, anything new, he will be stream of consciousness, stating in the mental link.
Gotcha.
Awesome.
So, everybody take that in. Otto is, if I describe something that is different to y'all than it is to Otto, then you will know about it quickly. So, into the front doors,
Oh boy,
Into the
I
front door, right
fucking
behind.
suppose.
right behind Otto.
On
right behind
autos.
Otto. Just
Oh, okay.
crossbow. Tell me when to shoot, buddy.
Ring up the rear.
Okay. Well, I don't need a
Well-
marching order quite yet.
He's like, it's all about to go to hell before you get to the door, actually.
No. You get in the door.
Dying man.
As you enter the doorway of this palace, the inside, at least at this very area, not cloaked in illusion, is very dark in here. It is dark in here. There are no lights. There are no windows letting in light. Once that door closes behind you, darkness falls. Raise of hands. Do we have torches, or do we have RTM staff going? So I know how to deal with lights and other checks.
I can either cast dark vision on myself, or I can take the cover off of the staff. It's up to you guys. Does everyone else have dark vision?
Pip can't see in the dark either, right?
Otto can see in the dark.
So
She
Pip
cannot.
Pip and Artyom are our problem children of the not being able to see in the dark variety.
Pip just needs to reach out and grab somebody by the back of the shirt. Like we're going through a haunted house.
Well,
If-
let's
This is a haunted
walk
house.
through. Let's walk through the front door. If we don't immediately start getting mauled, I will
Nice.
cast dark vision on myself and Pip.
Okay.
If we do, then we're just going fucking loud and wrecking everything in here. Walking through the front door, you can already probably like smell the fucking sulfur in Artyom's component pouch, just sort of like getting it ready to firewall the fuck out of a lot of shit he can't see.
Okay. We see our heroes disappear into the darkness
It's the last time.
of Hermit's Palace. When you're in here, you're gonna cast Dark Vision, Artyom.
If we don't immediately get attacked by a whole bunch of shit.
Sure. So you start casting Dark Vision.
Okay.
Is that a ritual?
No.
No. So, first level spell slot?
Second.
Second. For you and Pip?
Yep.
Roll me a percentile.
Alright. Do we see anything in the room before I roll this?
Yeah,
Did you see over the mental link?
I can describe the room to you before we get into other stuff. At the very least. Actually, we're gonna do this a different way. So, while nothing is immediately attacking you, Artyom, you disappear into the entrance of Vermishard Palace. It is dark in here. It takes you a few moments to realize that once the door closes behind you, that you can't see anything in here. And you're completely reliant. Those of you without dark vision are completely reliant on the people around you at the moment. And all of you here. Who dare crosses my threshold? Leave.
The Shining Vanguard.
Leave.
Whose threshold are we
Find the
disturbing?
door. Turn on the light.
Leave now or die here.
You don't like guests?
Have it
I'd
your
imagine.
way. Slamming down behind you. An adamantine warded plate in front of the front doors.
Guys, we got locked in the dungeon.
Now you cannot leave.
Can we at least know
Oh,
whose
what-
hospitality is treating us today?
You get no response.
It doesn't
How
have
rude.
C.
I mean,
Let's not pretend we did not expect something of this nation.
he's locked in here with us now.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, well, we're
Good
not
man.
With
needing
confidence.
we're not going to have to be sneaky about this if this guy knows we're here, so I'm just gonna uncover the the lantern then.
You uncover the lantern,
Yeah, or the gem.
Fire.
lighting the area around you and what the rest of you were seeing with your dark vision now in more detail. At least to a certain extent. You are currently on a landing in front of a ramp. The landing before the ramp, which you stand on now, has heavy iron-banded sealed barrels to the left and right of you, stacked almost to the ceiling, blocking off hallways to the left and the right. In front of you, a smooth ramp, 25 feet wide and about 80 feet long, ramps up to a pair of gilded doors. In the middle of the ramp, a trench, 5 feet wide and 5 feet deep, is in the middle of it, all the way to the top, following the slope of the ramp. On the walls of the ramp, patches of yellowish brown mold can be seen on either side, all the way up.
Feels like a murder shoot.
Aldo, what does this room look like?
You're looking around with true sight. It looks exactly like it's looking at the moment.
It would appear the illusory facade was largely outside.
Are we okay? That doesn't mean there still might not be things hidden in the room. If you can see if they're illusions or not.
Proceed with caution.
Ah,
Analog deceptions are still valid.
How heavy are these barrels?
You want to check?
That's what I was gonna say. This feels
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, they are quite heavy. They are. I mean, Brune could lift one by himself probably, but it's definitely it's up there. It's probably like, how heavy is a full barrel? Let's see. Probably about 300 pounds, I want to say.
10 pounds? Oh.
How tall are they too?
Standard barrel size, so like
I mean,
three
like
and a half,
how
4 feet.
tall? How tall is the?
They're stacked
Stack of
almost to
barrels.
the top of the roof here, which is about 10 feet tall.
So like 2 or 3 barrels.
They're 2 barrels high. Yeah.
2 barrels high. Okay.
So, can we peep through, or could Pip like climb up to peep over?
Good. Give me a quick acrobatics check.
Do a triple somersault just from standing to get on top.
Brune throws her up to the top of the barrels now.
Full barrels hold about 53 gallons and weigh about 500 pounds. So,
That's heavy as fuck.
yeah. Brune, like I said,
So is
Brune,
it-
because he is so strong, could probably lift one. Yeah. But they're heavy as shit.
Holy balls.
That's 23
23.
athletic.
Okay. Pip, you start trying to maneuver between the barrels and the ceiling, trying to get to the other side. We're gonna leave you right there at the moment. What is everybody else doing? We give everybody sort of one action, and then we'll go back to Pip.
okay.
Otto, I guess, would be looking for hidden mechanisms or any kind of magical signature or residue.
Where do you go to do so?
He'll walk a circle.
Just on the landing that you guys are currently on?
Is there anywhere like where he wouldn't be leaving line of sight and still be able to do it? He's not one to break vision with his buddies.
On either side of the barrels would be breaking vision. On the ramp would not be.
Yeah, he'll do a walkabout, but he will not be going anywhere where he would break line of sight with his allies.
Okay.
So he boards the ramp. Indiana Jones boulder.
Leave you right there. What's everybody else doing?
Sending Barrick the scout up the ramp inside the little trench.
Inside the trench.
Yeah, doing a trench run.
Okay.
I have you now.
Give me an investigation check for Barrick.
All right. I will be using his head, which is a really good roll, 18 plus 3.
Okay.
21.
That's pretty good.
Leave Barrick right there. What's everybody else doing?
I'm on standby to see what Pip sees on the other side because they blocked these sides off. That means they want us to go straight up the ramp.
Standing
I
by
don't
the
like that.
barrels. And Pip, left or right? Just so I know.
Rushed.
Left or right? Left? Okay.
Left.
All right. So Brune, Pip on top of the barrels to the left. Brune standing right underneath her. Crowley and Azure, what you guys doing?
Kind of just watching, looking around at the ceilings and walls, see there's nothing coming at us or out of place.
Okay. Give me a nature check.
H.
19.
19. Okay. With a 19 on a nature check, looking at the walls, specifically this yellowish brown mold that coats the walls. You've heard about something like this. Maybe reading something about it. Brown mold is a type of plant that is attracted to heat and consumes it.
What was our team doing again? RTM?
Our team is currently looking through Barrick's eyes up the ramp.
There's a strange mold up above. It's attracted to heat. I'm not quite sure of the relevance towards the trap or what that might lead to us yet.
Okay.
How
So beware
sensitive
of
to
it.
heat?
It will consume it.
But is
If
I'm gonna
it's
look at
close
it. Is it moving?
How close do you get to it?
I'm looking up at it. I have 120 foot of dark vision. I'm just trying to see if it is moving towards body heat.
Right. You don't see any like very obvious signs of movement standing back where you are besides Pip. There's nothing like, you don't see arms flailing about or anything.
If it's
Oh.
here, it might be elsewhere.
Azure, what are you doing?
Just nervously looking around, crossbow in hand, ready to shoot anything that comes at the general party.
Very well.
We got the itchy trigger finger.
Otto, you begin towards the ramp, along with Barrick sort of doing the same thing. And Barrick is investigating the trench, correct, specifically? Okay. Barrick flies up the trench, and he does not notice anything as he goes up there. What you sort of notice is that it gets very cold up there. Hearing what Crowley is saying through Barrick's senses, it makes sense. And with a nature check, you would also know that, yeah, brown mold consuming heat, it being very cold, that makes sense in this hallway. And let me just get straight what Otto's doing. I'm sorry, guys. I'm kind of waffling about Otto. What are you doing here? Because I'm not trying to rob you guys of anything.
He didn't get any information or see anything outside of what's already been mentioned with his circuit.
Well, I'm just, so you keep saying circuit. I need to know where you're going. You just, if you're starting up somewhere, it's a big area. I just need you to be specific and intentional.
Gotcha. Because he's trying to get general information, he would look. They're already on the barracks going up the ramp. He would look along the ramp area looking for traps or magical residue, like kind of the entrance area to the ramp, investigating that area in more detail.
The entrance of the ramp. Okay. If you're looking for magical residue, go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Oh. 19.
With a 19, I think Otto. Shit, your placement right now with where you are. You're sort of investigating the area for any sort of magical residue, and other than the brown mold on the wall, there's nothing here at the base of the ramp. You look about 10 feet up the ramp, probably about the time that Barrick flies through it. This magical glyph on the wall just slightly flashes, and Barrick continues up the ramp.
Trying to identify that glyph and what it may have done.
Okay. With the 19 on that Arcana check, some sort of summoning or conjuration magics. Artyom, I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw for Barrick for me.
Okay. It's an Indiana Jones boulder.
Let me see.
Something like that.
Well, yeah, I
Something
think
boulder.
well, the mini tabs that I have open. No, I just have giant bat open. Hold on. I think it's a +3.
+3 or +4 should be.
Pretty dexterous little bastard.
Oh. It's only +2. Ugh.
Oh,
That's a 15 total then.
15 total.
not so dexterous, little bastard.
Okay. Artyom, you are blinked out of Barrick as he is unsummoned.
Oh. Do I...
The rest of you. Oh yeah. No, I'm about to tell you.
Okay. I didn't know if it was just like... You just lose community... Like, it just gets this... Okay, yeah.
Yep. Otto, you're processing the information. Something has been conjured by this. Your stream of consciousness over the mental link. Crowley, you're up by the sort of looking at the brown mold on the wall. Pip and Brune over on the barrels. Azur just in the middle of the area, keeping an eye out for anything moving. And you see, as your sort of stream of consciousness and Barrick is out of existence, what was conjured, as you see an adamantine rolling pin hit the ground on the top of the ramp and begin rolling down this ramp.
That was close.
This illusionist seems to have quite the access to adamantine.
We are gonna get some saves from folks.
Can I try to make this a little easier for people?
What you doing? I'm gonna say you get one before it gets to you. I mean, I say you get one before it gets to you. You get one thing to do to do
right.
this. What are you
How
doing?
big is this thing?
It is taking up the 25-foot area of the hallway, and it is almost as tall as the hallway.
And,
It is
and the hallway is like
massive.
10 feet tall?
Correct.
So is it going to smash into, like, the foyer area? Or...
Where you are currently standing, yes. The barrels
Okay.
on either side of you.
And it's as wide as
Oh,
the
balls.
hallway as well.
Correct.
Okay. Before we act, has Pip been able to make note of what's over the barrels on our side at least?
Oh, she sees an empty hallway.
Empty hallway?
It's
Correct.
an empty hallway, alright.
Okay.
And
That's
I guess
horrifying.
I told that to everybody.
Yeah. Okay, that's a big fucking adamantine pin. I'm gonna be large.
You're just gonna make yourself large?
Giant smite and just try to shoulder check the barrels into the hallway.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try, I was trying to see how big this pin was. I'm like, I'm not fucking, I can't do shit about that. Like,
Okay, we're gonna go down the line here. Is Giant Smite an action or a bonus action?
it's a bonus action.
Okay, good. Bonus action, Giant Smite action. You're gonna attempt to push over these barrels. Give me an athletics check.
Okay, which
You
if
should
it
have
makes
advantage
any
on.
difference, my carrying capacity and like pushing capacity and everything jumps by being a large creature, right?
Correct. You're talking about 500-pound barrels stacked on top of each other. You're just gonna try
Yep.
to shoulder check them over.
I'm just trying to knock them over to make an open space so people can just jump through.
Gotcha. Okay.
So he said athletics.
Mhm.
21
21.
could be better.
I probably should have thought of a DC ahead of time. I think 21 is successful though, with you being large. You're able to shoulder check these barrels through. I'm gonna roll some percentile real quick. Okay.
I will ask off my turn. What's inside of those barrels?
I'm just gonna yell
Is it like
into the hallway.
Is it liquid?
No idea.
What's
As you shoulder check,
I'd light them on fire.
as you shoulder check, and the barrel hits the ground, Brune. Pip, you will make your check here in a second, but your barrels that you're on top of have just been knocked down at the moment.
Sorry, not sorry.
The barrel.
It's all good.
So the barrels have been knocked down as you shoulder check them. One of the barrels hits the ground and starts spilling out some sort of greenish blackish liquid onto the ground.
Into the hallway. Into the hallway.
Azur, what are you doing?
Into the hallway if I can get there.
So this barrel that cracked open and started spilling out this liquid, how big of a crack, how much liquid, and was it only one barrel?
Only one barrel fell, and it's just a small amount of liquid that Brune sees on the ground because he pushed them into the hallway.
Okay.
So with you standing in the middle of the foyer, I'm going to say you can't see that right now with Brune saying that, but it's one barrel just sort of cracked onto the ground. Azur, you're going in through the hallway. I'm going to say you're trying to get past Brune and the knocked over barrels in time. Because the barrels are knocked over, it's going to be a bit easier check. Give me an acrobatics check.
Triple backflip over the barrels.
Tiny Vanguard track and field.
That was me too. 24.
24.
Nice.
Sliding through Brune onto the other side of the hallway. Very nice. Pip, I need you, roll me an acrobatics check to stay on your feet, and then we'll decide what happens from there as the barrels are knocked over.
Alrighty.
This is sort of we'll make it a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
This is in response to Brune knocking over the barrels.
So, checks. I have advantage because it's saving throw plus 9. It would be 24.
24. You catch yourself on your feet. You hear, though you can't quite see on the other side, something just rolling and crushing stone underneath it on the other side. Something heavy, and it's coming your way. What are you doing?
I'm as the barrels fall, I'm gonna leap into the hallway, try to push off of the barrels and get further into the hallway.
Getting further back into the hallway. Give me an acrobatics check.
Yeah.
While she figures that out, DM,
plus.
how high is the ceiling in here?
10 feet.
10 feet.
That acrobatics. Oh, I'm sorry.
You go ahead.
What's your acrobatics check?
No. Go ahead.
What's your acrobatics check? That
22.
easily enough, kicking off and over further back into the hallway. RTM. What, did you have another question, Cody?
Not yet. Go ahead with RT.
Okay, RTM, what are you doing? You're in the middle of this foyer right now.
How far away are the barrels from my current location?
Well, you're sort of equidistant from them right now. The ones to your right would probably be closer if you're looking to do something with the barrels themselves, as they are not knocked over like the ones near Brune are.
So how far are the ones for where Brune's at from me?
This foyer is no more than 25 feet wide,
Okay.
So
Sure.
10, 15 feet.
Yeah, I'll rush over there to get through the barrels, and if I notice that they're bellowing weird green stuff, I will try to freeze that green stuff so that it stops leaking out with a shape water. I don't know if that works on green stuff, whatever green stuff might be.
It's a liquid.
To make sure that you can get there through the barrels and everything, acrobatics check or an athletics check if you're trying to shove Brune out of the way.
Acrobatics check is 16 do?
A 16? Because the barrels are knocked over, yes.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Happy to help.
I will say that is your action, and then if you still want to do something next round with shape water being an action, I just need to read it real quick.
I don't think it works. I think it specifically says you freeze the water, provided there are no creatures in it.
Right.
So I think it's water only, I guess.
Gotcha. So you would know that. Artyom would know that. Crowley, what are you doing?
I'm gonna run for cover, man.
Where are you running to?
I'm gonna follow after Pip and the others.
Okay, everybody's just going through this hallway at this point. Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
It's 21.
21. Very nice. Easily enough. Shoulder checking past these guys. Otto, what are you doing?
Is Otto the last one left in harm's way?
At the moment, yes.
Okay.
Harm's way.
He will fly through.
Where are you flying?
Like, through where everyone else went. But I say fly as opposed to having to make an acrobatics check.
Yeah. Still make one for me.
Oh,
Brune is large. There are still barrels on either side of Brune.
You just
oh shit.
face plant into a barrel. Just fall.
You're an outsmart God.
And that's the end of Otto.
The unathletic suit of armor managed in 18 because his dex is good.
Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, baby.
So, Brune, you've shoulder checked some of these barrels out of the way. Some of them still out in the hall. You all hearing this metal pin rolling down the hallway, crushing the stone underneath it as it rolls. And then it hits the barrels.
Oh shit.
And you are all in a confined space where when this adamantine barrel hits, this crusher hits, these barrels pop open. I need everybody to please make me a dexterity saving throw.
Die! Fucking
Oh.
god damn it.
That's
It's
not how.
spurting it at us.
When you said that they are blocking, I thought you meant that they are like inside the hallways, not that they were in. Okay.
I wildly
Oh,
misunderstood this.
did I need
thought
to
it was
roll
like,
anything
Yeah.
for Koshik making it through?
I was
Oh
thinking-
yeah, I forgot about Koshik being here. Yeah, if she's going into
Oh,
the
gosh.
hallway with you, please go ahead and give me an athletics and acrobatics
She actually,
check.
she just stays in the hallway. She just gets crushed.
She can go somewhere else.
Thought the barrels were to either side, so we're
Let's
leaping
see.
out of the way of the.
Oh god, she's not proficient
Yeah.
either. Oh Jesus.
I will say in Kaushik's defense, the reason I was asking if I was the last
Doesn't
one is
matter.
because if there was someone
16.
else, he would have like tried to grab the last person.
Got it.
So
16 acrobatics.
16 acrobatics. Again,
Yeah.
because you have pushed over the barrels, making it easier.
You're welcome, Brittany.
Dexterity saving throws from all of you, please.
Shit,
Pip
that-
had
that-
27.
27 will be a success.
I had just 7.
Azor, 26.
26. It's also a
Okay, dex
success.
save.
Well,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I would say flash of genius to make it a 19 as like little auxiliary boosters help him to like twist and turn a little bit better.
Oh, okay, that's pretty good too. Could be better. Brun had got natural 20 for a 23. Koshik had an 18.
So 20 for 23, 18. Also a success. Success. Crowley, what was yours?
13.
13. That is a failure, unfortunately. So Artyom and Crowley are only failures. 20 points of acid damage to you both are. I didn't mean to word it like that, but the only failed saves here.
Nah, we're done. I'm going on break.
You both take 20 points of acid damage. The rest of you take 10 as when this crusher hits. Acid is splattered onto all of you here.
Would Shieldmaster assist with this in the manner of?
Is your shield magical?
My shield is, yeah.
Mine is also magical, and I also have Shield Master.
It isn't Shield Master let you disregard AoE.
Yeah, my I
Isn't
have a
that-
+2 shield.
What's the word? It's dexterity saving throws, right?
Yeah, it is. I will tell you exactly what it is if I can narrow down my stuff. Against that are against you, and if an effect allows half damage on success, you can use your reaction to take no damage.
Okay. Yeah, as long as you're good with using your reaction. I assume you are.
I am. I'm cool with that. You said Koshik also succeeded, so she is 10 points.
Correct. What'd you roll again?
Okay. She had an 18.
18 does succeed, yes.
This succeeds, so 10 points.
10 points of acid damage. Shortly after, as this crusher slowed down by the barrel stops in front, you see another one rolling behind it through the trench itself, not hitting any barrels, a smaller one that was rolling through the trench. The acid along the walls of here, you see start melting away some of the plaster on the walls. some other doors are in this corridor that were not there before. That's where we're gonna go on break.
Woo!
What a fun game.
Start hallucinating. Not that kind of acid.
Wait,
Dear
a
God.
wild magic surge was redeemed. Come here.
Said all that acid turns us a different color.
That'd be crazy.
Just
It wasn't an adamantine rolling pin. It looked like an adamantine bowling pin.
Everybody roll me a con save right now. DC 10.
Okay, I passed. What about Kaushik though?
4.
I don't know what Kaushik's con is, so Kaushik might have failed.
24.
12.
9 for Kaushik.
19 for Crowley.
Of course, I roll well on the wild magic surge shenanigans, but not the dex save.
What's the Zers and Pips?
12.
Pips was 12.
Both still succeeds. So RTM and Kaushik fail.
Kaushik got a 9.
I know it's a wild magic surge, but we're just gonna flavor it as what has just happened to you guys. As our camera pans onto the group, shields up from Milo and Barun, the rest of you dodging out of the way or maybe behind them. Artyom and Kaushik getting into a place where sort of their upper half gets hit by more acid than the rest. And they both stand up and look at each other as the acid eats their hair away from their head, and they just both have smooth, bald heads.
What about all the metal rings and stuff in Kaushik's hair? They just.
Yeah, I guess is the hair just completely eaten away as like organic material, or does it just cause all of your hair to fall off? These are the real important questions.
Do not blame me. OMG, it's TNT did the wild magic serve.
Listen, you're a cleric. You can regrow it. It's okay, Kaushik.
And that's where we're gonna go on break. Oh, that was definitely one of the better. So we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna be back as quickly as possible because we got a lot of stuff to get through. We're gonna process losing hair, but we'll be right back. Much love. Don't go anywhere.
What's going on in chat?
Bye.
And hello, everybody. Welcome back. We are Hard Knock Dice, and we're gonna continue on this journey through the.
Baldly.
Oh, what?
Continue baldly. Baldly on.
Baldly on. That's correct. We left off
Crack myself up.
in the.
Maybe that'll keep her mind off of Dario for a bit.
Definitely won't be on top of her mind, at least. She's not even here to defend herself. So we're gonna continue Vermishard Palace, which not abandoned. A resident has taken up, and our Shining Vanguard has shown up with an eviction notice. They have gone into
We are
the
repo
front,
men.
to the front doors, where they were met with a voice that told them to leave. After just asking who he was and generally ignoring his advice to leave, but were shut behind them, closing them in. This music is so tense for right now. We're not tense at this very moment. So a trap set for them at the very front. A lot of them avoiding a lot of damage from it. Some of them did get splashed with a little bit of damage, but no major damage from getting crushed, which is a plus, as that would have hurt a lot more. However, after getting coated in some acid, our friends, some of our heroes, walked away with a little bit less hair than they had before. Artyom and Kaushik looking up and now bald in nature, thanks to a wonderful wild magic redeem in chat. So we're gonna pick back up right there. to save us a little bit of time, since we were hopping in kind of late, I'm going to let you guys know that you guys did see some of the what's the word I'm looking for? I said it before, now I can't remember it. Some of the plaster, thank you, melting off the walls from this acid that was splashed into the tunnels themselves. Some of these doors that are in here, after quickly uncovering them and going through, some of them lead into useless areas with broom closets and stuff of the sort. However, there is one that leads into a corridor, some sort of access hallway, it looks like. So, top of the ramp is now supposedly clear of more traps, but it is on you all to decide where you are going. And it is at this point I will need a marching order.
Oh no!
Awesome.
I'm gonna be in front of Brune at this point. I got fucked up.
I'm just be like on Brune's hip. No.
Since Otto has the true sight, should he go first?
Yes, 100%.
The true sight and all sorts of damage mitigation options.
Okay.
Hi.
Tanker man, tank.
Otto is up front. Wonderful. That is the majority of what I need to know right now. Second thing that I need to know is what path you are taking forward. There are two that are apparent to you at the moment, and that is through the gilded doors in front of you and through the access hallway.
The gilded doors or access hallway?
Correct.
And those were both revealed by the plaster melting away?
No, the gilded doors were obvious when you walked in. They are at the top of the ramp.
I guess let's start inspecting through this dungeon to make sure there aren't any more traps before we proceed into either door.
But that we'll get to that when Otto starts heading the way that y'all are going. I just need to know what way that is right now.
I guess we'll probably look at the closest door first, right?
Perhaps we should look in the doorway that was hidden.
Sure.
Agreed.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
We were not intended to see it, which means I would like to see it.
Very well.
It's logic.
Good logic.
Or they just wanted you to think that you weren't supposed to see it.
That's correct. Now Ian's frozen like that on my screen. That was funny. Otto in front, investigating through this hallway here. It also goes up. There are some steps that lead up to another platform, Otto, along the way. Can you please roll me an investigation check?
Okay. That would be a 29.
29.
And the 19 plus 10.
It seems apparent to Otto that this was intended as a non-trapped route, as you are not coming across any more moving platforms or glyphs or tripwires or anything of the sort. As you're led through this small back access hallway, there is one door that, with keeping your check at the moment of a 29, that you will see that leads into a kitchen that has been out of use for some time. And then coming around, if I can get perception checks from you.
Just Otto?
Yeah, for the moment, yes.
Okay.
Because he'll be the first
not
one.
Nearly as impressive of a bonus.
Why don't you got expertise?
Not in perception, I don't. That will be a mere 23.
23.
Nice.
Still a plus 8, but like
That's good.
not a plus 10 or 15.
With a 23, Otto, you hear music up ahead. A fast-paced waltz. It's quiet and on the other side of doors up ahead.
You will communicate that information across the mental link. I hear music ahead of us. It appears to be, and then he will give like a very academic answer about the time signature and notes and such.
Right. Okay, I guess maybe we're going to a ballroom or something like that.
What an unfortunate place to have to do violence.
You are if it tries to make you feel like you're part of it again. Pip's having flashbacks to the hotel.
That's fair. Otto, you get to the door. This door is meant to look hidden and is an access way you would assume from sort of the layout that you're seeing, an access point from the kitchen to some other room in the castle without having staff or servants out and about.
Okay, so we're on servants' pathways.
At this very moment, yeah. You get to the door, the music gets louder, and with your same perception, you hear the shuffle and rustle of like steps, but rhythmically. You see a faint sort of shimmer under the door, lighting on the other side of some sort, but that's all you can see without opening the door.
Cross the mental link. It would appear that someone is on the other side. I can hear movement. Just kind of like posted up outside the door without having opened it.
Yeah, I'll say over the link, I could take a few minutes to summon up Beric if we wanted to waste 10 minutes on the link or something like that.
I doubt waiting outside of this door for 10 minutes is within the realm of wisdom.
Agreed.
Shall we introduce ourselves forcefully?
Yeah, they'll probably, I guess, be prepared for anything that's going to be on the other side of that door, though. Traps or creatures, or traps and creatures.
I got a question for you, DM. Double checking the verbiage of something. So I have the repulsion shield. This shield has 4 charges. While holding it, the wielder can use a reaction immediately after being hit by a melee attack to expend 1 use of the shield's charges and push the attacker 15 feet away. Could I like smack the shield into the door and use a charge to basically like breach the door open?
I mean,
you want a breaching charge the door?
Yes. Using my
Wow!
I mean, that's really cool. I feel like a foot would do pretty good as well, though.
Roll me a breaching charge check.
What goes into that?
Intelligence, obviously.
Arcana?
Yes.
Hell yeah. When they were like, let's go in, he kind of steps forward, bolter in one hand, shield in the other, and just... 31.
Off of the hinges into this, into what is very apparently and very quickly a ballroom.
Just immediately goes in.
Action pose.
Please perform no aggressive actions. Place all weapons and magical implements on the ground.
Right in line.
So you are on the edges of this large square ballroom. And Otto, in front of you, in the center of the room, let's go back to the description. The ballroom room is a large rectangular room with high vaulted ceilings. The windows on either side of you, when you breach into here, have the same warded adamantine plating slammed shut on either side, causing the ballroom to be dark around the edges, with the exception of an ever-lit chandelier in the center of the room that provides the only sort of scant lighting. You burst into this room, aiming your weapon at a dance floor, and it's filled with dancers. Adorned in fancy costumes and expensive jewelry, and all of them wearing masks. They are in some sort of cooperative dance where they are moving around, waltzing together, and handing off their partners. And none of them react to your presence.
Hey, Otto, are these dancers real?
Yeah, what's up on the true site, DM?
What's up?
What's up on the true site, DM?
On the true site? Trying to see. Like, I need to see what true site sees. Give me a second.
Illusion, invisible, and ethereal are the three. Or shapeshifted illusion, invisible, and ethereal.
Right. Yeah. Otto, everything here with true sight is exactly it is, probably more unnervingly is exactly as it appears. These are humanoids in various costumes, and they are all in some sort of dance together.
Do any of them appear to have like exposed skin or anything like that that would better, so they're not like very humanoid shaped tentacle monsters with masks on? Can you see like the edge of people's faces or like hands that aren't gloved and stuff like that?
With the dim lighting in here, you're more than welcome to roll me a perception check. It will be a disadvantage.
Oh no!
I got my own light.
Okay. So you're getting close enough for the light to get close to them and look at them?
You said that it was full of dancers, right?
So that's what I'm saying. How close are you getting to them? Because there's the dancers are in the center of the room on this large dance floor. On the outside edges, there's about 15 feet around the outside edges of them. I don't know how much. I don't remember how much light your thing gives off.
I think it's 20. I think it's better than 10.
So no, some things are bright light out to like 10 or 15 feet and dim light past a certain point.
Aside from the dancers, were there any other figures that reacted to the entry?
They're the only ones in the room. You don't even see a band or a source for the music.
And Kaushik, could you check for undead, please?
Oh, sure. Eyes of the grave.
Casting Eyes of the Grave. There are no undead creatures here.
No, there are not any undead.
Understood. Otto is waiting to prod one of them to make sure they're physical until after Artyom finishes his evaluation.
Okay.
I thought it was a second level spell for the light. I'm trying to figure out what spell it is that is made
Continual
permanent.
flame?
Is that what it is? Continual flame?
I believe so. Costs a ruby.
Yeah.
Ruby dust.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a door on the opposite side.
It is a second level spell. Equivalent to the brightness of a torch.
Which
Thanks.
is 10 and 10, I believe.
Thanks, it's super fucking great.
I think that's 10 foot of bright, 10 foot of dim. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
It's either
20
10 or
foot.
20, one of the two.
20 foot.
If you
Okay.
express the need for light, Otto has light as a cantrip.
So
Daylight.
getting to the edge of the room with my staff, do I see any areas of skin on any of the nearer dancers?
Yeah, with your torch up and you're sort of looking through. What's that perception check?
That is a 23.
23. With a 23, you do see some skin from some of these dancers. Some of them are completely covered, but the ones that you can see, there are some that are in various states of decay.
But there are no undead.
But there are no undead.
They might be in a similar position of our buddies outside then.
I figure either that or that they're not creatures, they're simply animated corpses. Like, not in an undead kind of way, but in a, like, yeah, being marionetted for the purpose of dance, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
With
Right.
that perception check, you also see that they are in various states of decay You also see that their shoes are also in various states of being worn and broken in some spots, as if they
Important question.
have danced for quite some time.
Important question, DM.
Mm-hmm.
Did our injured companions like breathe normally? He spent a lot of medical time with them. Did they breathe?
Yeah. No,
Are these folks breathing?
You gonna have to get a little bit closer for that.
Oh, he's like 3 or 4 feet away. He was waiting to poke one. So.
Okay. All right. Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Brune would also be moving up to just in case shit goes awry for those that are close.
Great
to
team.
these things.
Everyone sweep through the ballroom and poke the dancers to see if there are any ones that are still squishy.
Slashing is staying near the back.
Okay. This is Brune.
Same. DM,
Yeah.
is there like a clear like dance floor
Mhm.
and like there like it, so Pip could stay back and not actually step onto the dance floor itself. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what she's doing. She's not putting her feet over there.
Okay. Brune is going with Otto.
I'm
Okay.
watch Otto's back.
Wonderful.
Most
Go ahead and give me a quick. You said you're just going up to one of the dancers, Otto, and just remind me what you're doing.
First, checking to see if there's like signs of life, like breathing, like is their chest rising and falling as they dance, kind of thing. Can he hear exhalations, etc.?
Gotcha. So you're listening for breath and stuff.
Look and listen for the breathing.
Yeah. You get a little bit closer. Brune's stepping up with you. You're trying to listen for breathing. Someone on the floor is breathing. There's not a lot of breath by any means, but there is breath out there.
Poke.
You hold your gun out, and you're swaying, and you're moving with the music, and then your hand finds Brune's, and Brune, your hand finds Otto's, and you start swaying together and moving.
Hey, Crowley,
Balls.
can you stop the music with better music and play it louder?
And then
Crowley will pull out his instrument and just start rocking out immediately.
Iota from Mad Max.
Bill and Ted, this shit.
Just very aggressive play.
Otto and Brune, you're now swaying together at this point, compelled to dance, a need to do so, and you become a part of this dance. And you're handed off to one of the waltzers as well. Go ahead.
Is he like wrapped up mentally in the illusion, or is he like in his head and aware that like, oh shit, I'm trapped in the illusion?
Yeah, you are. I am moving. And a big smile comes over your face as you realize you're dancing. Maybe not over yours, but over Brune's. I don't know if Otto was installed with the optional smile modifications.
Mouth just.
Yeah, just Otto's mouth just drops open like a dog's jaw.
Aw, shit.
But he is conscious in his head that he has been captured.
You're in your mind, yes, and you're both under the effects of Otto's irresistible dance.
Boo, Otto!
Fucking Otto, dude. Terrible.
God damn it.
You
RCM,
two,
can you? Oh, sorry.
you two are enraptured in the dance and are passed off to other waltzers. I'll get back to you two in a moment. What are the rest of you doing while this happens? Art Crowley is just playing music, trying to attempt to play it louder. Is that what's going on?
Right. But you know, first thing I should do, is well, no, actually, you go first, Arkin. I want to check something.
I'm gonna wait and see if Crowley's music has any effect, and then we're gonna start going with the "we got to get this done" option.
Murder.
Yeah, which is thorn whipping people off the dance floor.
That's exactly what Pip was gonna be like. Can you thorn whip them off?
Pip, are you doing anything?
Keeping my feet off the damn dance floor. That's what I'm doing.
Azura,
Like,
are you
staying
doing
very
anything?
No. Just
Okay.
you may need to thorn whip him, Artyom.
Yeehaw.
Let Crowley work his magic first before we go to straight piercing damage on everything.
Okay. Crowley, you still got something. What are you doing?
All right, let's see, just to make sure that I have this correct. No, I can't do it. Nope, can't do it. It's okay. Do what you need to do, R2.
Okay.
Unless I need a performance check to play even louder. I don't know. There's an amp nearby. Connect.
There's no
Because this is Kyrie. This is Kyrie.
Did they remove like counter charm from bards or whatever in 5th edition? Isn't that a thing that happened?
No, they didn't. I'm gonna try.
I don't know, man. We didn't get
I
a
got
save,
minor illusion.
so
Yeah,
I
that's the
don't know
thing,
if
though,
counter charm's
so-
gonna help.
Yeah, that was another thing. I was like, did they even have a save? Dude, you know how rarely bards use counter charm anymore.
Counter charm's kind of
All right.
sucky.
This is the plan. All right, Crowley. A lot of these guys up here look like they might be weird animation creatures, and they'll take anyone who can dance. Can you make some like spirits to do our guys back on to the sidelines over here?
I can try. And also, I'll try to counter charm while I'm at it. But once again, they didn't do a save, so it's, if they're charmed.
Can Pip cast like minor illusion as like an amp for Crowley? Like instead of herself, but for Crowley, just kind of like.
It would just give the
Make it
picture of
louder.
an amp, and he could play
Oh,
louder.
okay. It can't do the sound.
I think it can do sound on its own. That's maybe.
But
just-
it wouldn't. Yeah.
It says.
But
It says if you create a sound, it's volume. It could be your voice, someone else's voice. Huh. Oh, but that would be me making the sound, though, right? Even if I'm making.
This is why bards should have thaumaturgy on
They
the spell
should.
list.
I need
It's
to
so
take
silly that bards
strict
don't have
thing.
thaumaturgy.
okay, you're in the process of attempting to counter charm them. I need to see the.
And it's literally just an action, I believe.
And it's just advantage against charm effects.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
charm and fear effects.
Did it used to just end it?
Maybe. It's
It's-
not good.
Yeah.
You know what? I got a better idea. Does Crowley stuff work at all?
I don't know.
I'm waiting for it to see if it works.
Okay.
I am too.
Then we're
And
gonna
then
go
I
back
gotta-
to Brune and Otto.
Okay.
Fuck.
Dancing around. Each of you now fully locked in your body as you're dancing around, incapable of doing anything, being handed off to different dance partners. Let's see who does it.
You said that in our heads we're still like
Mhm.
conscious and aware, right? Can I speak over the mental link?
Let's see. I need to look up the spell. I think it says you're incapacitated, if I'm not mistaken, but
You can speak if you're incapacitated, I believe.
falteringly, yes. Okay, I just got some sort of error on D&D Beyond.
Jones broke D&D Beyond. He's acting.
It crashed the fucking
They
site.
got him.
No, you're not incapacitated. You just must use all of your movement every round to dance.
Well, it doesn't say what kind of dance, so I could be like break dancing.
He's dancing.
Also,
No.
without leaving that space, disadvantage on dexterity saving throws and attack rolls. Other creatures have advantage on attack rolls.
Mhm.
Wait, so we don't lose our action. We can still use our action. We just can't use our movement except for anything but busting a move.
Give me a second. No, it's not.
Interesting.
And you cannot leave your space.
Interesting.
Okay, well, it's not working for me for some reason. So, you two are dancing around, being compelled by whatever this is. You get a close-up look of your dance partners,
Cool.
and you see some of them have the graying, dead skin of someone who's been here for some time. with the exception of their eyes, which remain intact and moving, just looking around, sometimes in different directions.
You.
Being passed along the dance floor. And Brune, you get familiar headache. Something that tears at the edges of the psyche when something maddening is nearby.
Great.
And you're passed to your next dance partner. And when you do, a hand comes directly for your face
Like to punch me?
and hits you. Yes.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Ha! I have a fucking helmet on, jackass! Fuck you! Clang!
Durgachins are known for being like steel.
This is a 24 hit your AC.
Holy shit! You said 24?
Mm-hmm.
Nope, 25.
25 on your AC.
Bang!
You see this dancer, one of them, reach out, clangs with your helmet, and attempts to go to blend back in. Crowley, your counter charm goes off. You know, I kind of want to do. You know what? I say, let's put it to the dice, Crowley. Roll me a performance check.
All right, man. I'm plucking the strings as hard as I can, so we'll see.
I'm gonna roll a check against you.
Where's our banjo bard?
Rolled a 19, so 34.
34. Otto and Brune, your dancing stops. Brune sort of reeling back from the hit. The charm released off of you, and bodies just hit the floor. When you do, the music just dead stops. Crowley, with your counter charm undoing it, everything goes silent. Everybody is laying prone with the exception of Otto, Brune, and 3 other dancers. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Yeah! Let's fucking go!
I
You don't
can't
want the
stop playing
smoke,
'em.
son!
Oh yeah, now I rolled a natural 20.
You can't hit me!
Fail every fucking save in the whole dungeon so far. When combat starts, let's go.
You can't handle the AC!
If it is not clear, please launch Tailspire.
Oh shit.
That makes sense. So mine. Okay, so this is me. So this is right here. And then Kashik can be the red and black die. Oof. That's rough. That's okay.
Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. Okay. Yes. 2. Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
That's the boat. Let's go.
I am going to go ahead and just keep your thumbs up whenever you're in the campaign, and I'll summon you over. I got a high tank bus.
Tank bus.
Oh, and motorbike. There we go.
Tank bus. Motorbike.
And fix our cameras.
Oh no.
You're dabbing aggressively.
The dab, a traditional Duragar dance.
Correct. It is now.
You have to dab through the Underdark so the bullets don't detect you.
Correct.
It's
That's actually
like the,
that's how you're trained to do battle with bullets. Actually, is the dab is a movement that they struggle to register, and they'll miss you when they go to charge.
It's like the weird Dune dance for the sandworms, but it's dabs instead.
Yeah, that's how it breaks up your movement in such a way as that they do not detect it as intelligent life.
Well, that wasn't an issue anyway.
Hey, this character's pretty smart. Rune has a 14 intelligence, so
Smarty McSmarter pants.
Thank you very much. That's doing pretty good for my characters.
Okay, I see everybody's thumbs. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right.
Waiting on the GM.
Right. All thumbs up.
Some players of this board. There we go.
Yeah.
Are you large or medium right now, there, Brune?
I don't know. It depends. It lasted for 10 minutes.
Yeah, you're still large. unless that was one hell of a hallway we went through.
I mean, the DM already said that I still have my true sight, therefore.
Yeah.
So roll me a d6 there, Brune.
5.
You have 5 more rounds of being large.
Oh, so we have no more true sight then.
It lasts for 10 minutes. Did y'all cast that at the same time?
Mine was significantly after.
Yeah, I did mine right when we before the
trap. Yeah. So true sight's probably ended as you scan the room.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Not even 10 minutes. I don't know why I thought it was 10 minutes. It's 1 minute.
Okay, so you are medium.
I am medium then, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why I thought it was 10. That's too bad. What a rip.
No worries.
Toes are saved.
Fine. I wasn't planning on all of them falling down, so I'm in a bit of a spot with that. Need to knock them over.
I'll also need control of Koshik whenever you have the moment.
Okay, doke. Yeah, we can do that. I don't think I summoned Koshik.
Shiver.
Koshik. You said Koshik was over here close to the back.
Bro, you didn't tell us all the dancers had guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna
and
have so
swords,
many
and they're
gets.
pirates.
They're all
And
they are
they aren't
strapped
wearing
up.
and they aren't wearing masks.
I just figured that was the mask. They were just creepy looking.
Okay.
Creepy
You
looking
have
list.
control over Koshik now. I have to knock them over so you can tell which ones are which. Actually,
I can't believe they tried to punch me. That's just fucking disrespectful.
Where did the party come in? Over near where
Koshik
Pip's at?
is.
Oh, where Koshik is? Okay.
It would be closer to the middle of the room, actually, closer to where Pip is. I just kind of dropped you guys off. Shit. Okay.
Don't see a Crowley.
Someone crawling out. There you are.
Oh, that particular individual looks much different than the others.
I did that for me.
Holy Jesus!
I did that. I did that for me.
I'm glad that counterspell worked because I was about to turn into a giant octopus and just start tentacling people off the dance floor.
Well, did you know they're gonna tentacle right back?
Yeah.
Oh yeah!
A rare instance of counter charm
Oh
working.
yeah, says who?
Christ, you know what? It's
Crowley's
really
got
easy
counter
just to
charm.
copy.
I got counter tentacle.
Artyom just ends up in a tentacle slap fight.
I just imagine it's like a fucking one of those anime things where it's like there's like tentacles are hitting tentacles, they're just deflecting each other.
Instead of fist, like
Yeah, it's
hammering into
tentacles.
it, it just
Yeah.
slaps. I was like,
Exactly.
I'm having to knock them over one by one. So this is taking a lot longer. Oh, wait. No. There we go. Okay. All right. That's so much better.
Oh shit! They're going down.
Yeah.
They're
So
going down.
the music stops for now. Crowley, give me a roll a d10 for me real quick.
Let it go.
A 5.
5. Okay. Very well.
Are those last two pirate homies actually standing, or?
Pirate
They're
homies.
not. Yes. Funnily enough, Tailspire doesn't have any like masquerade ballroom folks, so I went with colorful clothing in general.
Hell yeah.
So okay.
I think you should have just gave them guns. That'd been hilarious.
Sure. All right. Well, they have guns now, and instead of getting punched in the face, I'm gonna roll at advantage for a gunshot to the face.
They would have disadvantage if it was melee.
They all finally break their enchantment, and everyone just starts shooting everyone.
There's bullets flying everywhere, it's ricocheting.
Okay.
It's terrible.
So, 25 to 20.
23.
22.
25.
Woo!
31.
For initiative?
What?
Yes.
Holy smacks.
Did over half our party get in the 20s?
Hi.
Hell yeah.
20 to 15.
Look for you guys. 18.
18 as well.
Who's got the higher
I think
dex?
you have the higher dex. Yeah.
I have a 20 dex.
14.
15 to 10.
10 for Koshik.
Is that
If you
everybody?
needed clarification, the
I think so.
18 was Brune and the 10 is Koshik.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Kashik is still stunned from her hair loss.
She's just sitting
She's
there
just-
rubbing a hand on top, just staring at the fucking floor. What am I going to do?
Artyom's gonna have to get like a scarf or something. It's cold.
A beanie.
Yeah, we need beanies. Like when they need to have little candle lighthouses on them, we need merch. Like Shining Vanguard merch.
Is there, you had an 18?
Yes.
Okay, what's your dex?
20.
20. Brune, what's your dex?
14.
Okay. This punch happens. Crowley, the last strum of your counter charm goes off. You think temporarily dispelling the dance charm that is on the carpet itself. Bodies drop to the floor when you do, except for 3 who will turn at you. What are you doing?
Otto, if you could, please look at the others, and I'm going to bonus action strum my instrument again and do a spirit session and conjure up the spirit of the tail of the dragon, specifically the dragon we saw on the last plane. And I'm going to direct it toward Otto. And the target spews fire from the mouth in a 30-foot cone. Each creature in that area must make a dexterity saving throw against my spell save DC.
All right.
Good thing his mouth was already conveniently open.
That would be an 18, by the way, for wherever he decides to turn his mouth.
Okay, and he does that now on your turn, or?
Yes, it's happening right now. Like, as soon as I cast it, fire from the mouth.
Where is Otto directing a 30-foot cone at?
Unfortunate that I gotta pick one, but I guess we will. We're gonna center it on the homie to the north to kind of limit collateral damage.
Okay. I need to see if that.
Collateral damage.
No, we'll hit one guy and then 30 feet this way as well. So yeah, you'll only get this guy. Need to roll some percentile. Okay. Very well, and it's a dexterity saving throw, you said?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what kind of damage is it?
Oh, it's fire.
Fire damage.
Fire.
It will fail. Go ahead and roll that damage
I'd like-
for me.
Cody to roll. It'll be 4 times my bardic inspiration dice, so 4d12s.
4d12.
4d12.
Ooh. Ooh.
4d12 fire
That's
damage.
pretty juicy.
Oof.
I like it.
I like it. I like it like that.
All right, 29.
29 damage. Holy shit.
I mean that is equivalent. Yeah, it's basically fire. It's fireball damage. It's just D12, 4 D12s instead of 86, right? Yeah, that's nice.
So, Otto, with your mouth open, just spewing forth fire onto the creature in front of you. It hits full effect. It also hits this creature right here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do something to remind me that is there. Do not think that this means something.
Don't think what means something because I'm gonna think it means something.
All right. Well, you didn't.
The skeleton war.
So, anything else for your turn there, Crowley?
Good job. That ends my turn.
Very well,
Nice.
Otto. That now brings us to your turn. Artyom, you're on deck.
These 4 that are remaining, do they look different?
3.
Is there any reveal? Or the 3 that are remaining?
3. When Otto or when Brune was attempted to be struck into the face, what hit him in the face was not just a hand, but instead you see like some tentacles dripping out from their underneath their clothing. At this point, like they are beginning to reveal themselves.
I hate to say this. Are these aberrations?
They are aberrations.
So, both me and Otto are gonna have to roll stuff at the start of our turns.
You guys, oh no, I didn't really go over this because I forgot. Back with Hage Shear, you had a night of rest. I am going to say which has cured your most recent issue with madness. I never went over that, and that's my fault. So, Otto, what are you doing now?
Where did I put that? Oh, here we are.
All right, we are going to bonus action, like ching 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 ching. Attach the belt to the bolter. Whip out the big one, and send another stream of bolts at the one I just lightning breathed.
Okay.
Get some.
Go for it.
That will be an attack roll at disadvantage because I'm in melee range with this other one, right?
Correct.
All right. A 12 and a 17 plus, I think it's my spell attack. Indeed. So 22.
22 will hit, yes. Go and roll damage.
Need more d8s. $15 points of force damage.
15 points of force damage. I need to have my calculator up so I can do quick maths. That's 29. Okay. Laying into this one, and you see that your bullets are contacting, but this thing's form as they hit into it, its body does not react normally. It looks weirdly squishy.
Did it react similarly to the fire breath, or did that actually seem to work?
It doesn't seem to lessen the effects. I'm just describing its outer.
Gotcha.
Your bullets weren't any less effective. It looks like they still did damage. They
Gotcha.
just don't impact like they would a normal humanoid body, whatever these madness touched creatures are.
So while the Eldritch Cannon is ding 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 ding, he'll be like kind of slowly walking backwards, but not outside of that one's threatened range, just getting a little bit closer to his allies.
Okay.
That is action, bonus action, and reaction.
All right. I need you to please make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh, bollocks.
Be Flash of Genius in that as well. Yeah. That'll be a 16 after the Flash of Genius.
With a 16, you feel like some of your circuits, just being this close to this aberrant creature, some of your circuits start to surge, but you fight it off. Artyom, that's going to bring us to you, and Pip, you're next.
All right. So are we allowing new creatures that might have been thrown into some new books that came out recently? Some big creatures, as it were.
Maybe even giant creatures.
Yeah.
You're talking about the giant dinosaurs?
Yeah.
I don't think most of those are. I think most of those are monstrosities.
Yeah,
this one.
monstrosities
Not that
are
one?
elementals. Which one? Which one are you talking about?
The Titanothere.
Titano what?
Titanothere. Let's see.
It huge.
That's big.
Oh,
pretty
okay.
big.
Okay, you're not talking about the fucking gigantic elemental things. It's a
No,
beast.
no.
Can you wild shape into this beast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's CR5. Yeah.
I don't see any reason why not.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna do that. Is there a rhinoceros in Tailspire?
We're about to fucking. You have so many morphs.
Stop adding more stuff, Kent. God.
Yeah, you have so many morphs that I actually think that we had we maxed out the morphs. Let's see what we got. See a beaver.
Beaver.
What am I looking for again? What kind of animal?
Like a rhino.
Like a rhino or something? I don't see a fucking rhino. I see.
You got a triceratops. That'll work too.
No, damn, they don't have all these stupid monsters you want to turn into.
God dang, man, that's so mean.
Why
are you so mean to me?
That wasn't it. Let's look under monstrous real quick. Let's see if it's under there.
Or they do 3d8 damage on a stomp. That's a big foot.
It's a big
They
boy.
do 68 damage if they run at you and do it.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, if they move 20 feet, they go. "Yah!" Wait, no, wait.
You know what? We're just gonna. Oh wait,
Some
no.
big Jordans.
Ignore that. Ignore that. We know you can do that. How do I remove more? Do I just drag it off? There we go. And we're gonna add this to it.
Oh shit. Let's go.
What? Oh, hey, my helmet.
There you go.
Spider-Man meme. Play.
So bonus action, wild shaping into a Titanothere, and what else you doing?
And then we're gonna charge this one right now. I'll probably take an opportunity attack from the one behind Broom to do it.
Okay. You have to move. Is it 20 feet in a straight line?
Yeah.
All right. Tell me how you're doing that, because right now auto's in the way of that.
Straight line within reach. So move that to the center of my model, and there's my straight line.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, let's say you can get right there. I need to move this chandelier out of the way. I say chandelier, it's a bunch of fucking fire things that are stacked on top of each other.
Those the oil barrels that.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your attack for me. And
that is a 19 plus stuff. 10.
19.
29.
29 will hit. So go ahead and roll.
I want to hear 6 d8s rolling down that tower.
Oh my god, I only have 4, so I'm gonna roll 2 sets of 3. But the first one is 2 8s and a 4, so I'm here for that. So that's 20 on the first. 20 and another 12. So 32 points of magical bludgeoning damage, and it needs to make a DC 18.
Plus the flat number, right?
Yeah. What did I just say?
32.
30. So that's 39 points of bludgeoning damage, and needs to make a DC 18 strength saving throw to be knocked home.
Holy
That's
balls.
a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. All right, and is DC what strength save?
18.
18.
God damn.
Solid.
Bow.
16. I
Get
don't know.
prone.
Boop.
Did the one facing off on Brune take an opportunity attack at me?
Yeah, it will. It will slap at you.
AC is a super high 13.
Yeah, I already rolled for the attack. It hits you.
Yeah, I bet.
It hits. Oh, well, yeah. Hold on. You're in your tanky boy form. I'm not about to.
I'm here to soak the damage.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not about to
negate it.
spend. I'm not about to spend resources.
Oh,
on
it's
effectively 10
actually
HP.
AC 16. I was looking at Triceratops.
Yeah, no, it hit you.
Did it miss?
Yeah,
It hit you. 6, 6, 2 is 12, 14.
136 AP is pretty nice though.
15 plus 4. You're going to take 18 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Half down to 9 because you are a Kalashtar.
Let's go.
Ooh, shit. Reading is fundamental, everybody. I need you to please roll me a wisdom saving throw. Because you're so good at these, I think we're okay.
That is, I have advantage on them, so
Yeah.
it's a 19 and a 15 on the dice.
Success. Okay. Good. All right.
That's a
Anything
lot.
else for your turn?
That's all. That's the whole thing.
Gotcha.
You know what? I'll move another few feet right there.
Okay.
Stepping all over these bodies.
Artyom, you stomp on this creature, and as you do, through your little dino toes, you see its flesh just like
Ugh.
through like Play-Doh when you do, and then you lift your foot up and it just slurps back.
Gross.
Okay.
That is gonna bring us to Pip.
Is there another door out of here, like on the opposite side or anything? Or is the door we came in the only door?
You want to make a perception check? That'll be your action.
Yes. Oh, that'd be my action? No, never mind. All right. We're
You
just
guys
gonna stay
take
in
care
the
of these guys. I'll find the exit.
I got you. You should have this under control. So I'm going to do what I'm best at.
Absolutely
Sneak around
could
the
if you wanted
edge.
to. You can always do whatever you want to. I am looking for an exit is not necessarily a bad thing to do. The breach and clear kind of blew away the study of the room in detail. So
no, all right. So I guess no, I won't use. So this first action, I will use my short bow and do a sneak attack on the dude that is in front of Brune because well, I guess because our Kalashtar buddy seems to have the other guy under control.
absolutely, go and roll an attack.
Okay, that is 22.
22 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, so we got 5 for the short bow. Let's see what we got for sneakies. Come on. Get down here. Sneak. 5. Sorry, I apologize. What am I doing? What did I do? I lost my thing. Oh.
Azur, you are on deck.
On what?
Sneak attack. Oh, here we go. Sorry.
Always.
I didn't roll down far enough.
Roll it up.
Okay, so that's a 26 plus a 2, so 28 damage.
28 damage to the one in front of Brune. Ouchies. Brune, and you see an arrow fly through the chest of this creature as you see the tentacles that had just attempted to smack you in the face just sort of rolling out of this thing's sleeves. An arrow goes through and just sort of a blue bit of greenish black ichor hits you in the face. Anything else for your turn there, Pip?
No, sir. That'll be it.
Caramel.
Oh, hey, that's pretty. Hey, that's pretty good. I will eat you.
I can see the void.
Oh no.
Are you moving anywhere or anything, Pip?
Nah, I think for the time being, this seems to be an okay place to be right behind Crowley, so I'll hang tight.
All right, Azur, that's going to bring us to you.
All right, yeah. We're gonna pew pew at the one that Pip just shot at, because why not?
Go for it. Roll it up.
Oh, I was almost in that 20. So that is a 19 on the dice plus stuff to hit.
That'll hit. Y'all got weird dice. 19 on the opposite side of 20 for on my dice.
No, I was just saying.
What?
Numerically.
He says almost a net 20, but 19 and 20 on opposite sides of the dice.
Yeah, no, they're on the opposite side of the dice. I was just saying
20 and-
numerically.
Oh yeah, I mean exact opposite is the 1, but I mean the 19 close.
And what damage is your bow doing at the moment?
It always does.
Radiant? Okay.
Radiante
Ah.
does Dante damage.
Just hear metal riffs in the background.
Yeah.
All right, and that'll be
Yep.
18
guns.
damage on that hit altogether.
18.
Bow!
All right. Go ahead and roll your second one.
That'll be a 30 to hit.
That will also hit.
That D10 is rolling really well right now. That'll be 22 on the second.
22 damage on the second. Big
Pew!
damage.
Big damage.
Big damage and lead.
2 radiant shots just pin cushioning this one aberrant creature right here. You shoot one bolt and it hits right behind its jaw and like goes through its jaw to the front, pushing the mask off. Brune, you look into the face of this creature and eyes just open on
Now fucking
faces where they shouldn't.
fuck off. Fuck off.
What?
Stop.
Y'all decided to go in here. Don't blame me.
Yes, I
Y'all could have
blame
gone
you.
to the arena.
There could have been only undead here in the Mournlands, but no.
Is there anything else for your turn? You moving anywhere? Stay in the same place? What you doing?
We're gonna stay in the same place for now.
Very well. That is going to bring us to
That'll
their
be all.
turn. Awesome.
Gotta-
I am not afraid of you.
Okay, so we are gonna we're gonna do some things really quickly. This one is gonna focus on you, Brune, and it's gonna make its 3 attacks at you.
Hit me. You had 3.
Correct.
They ain't a fighter. That's cheating.
You don't know what they were. I think they have to roll. So of 3 attacks, assuming is 25 your AC, correct?
25 is my AC.
Okay, so they get 1 attack through to you, and I will give this damage to you separately because I know you got some damage reduction stuff.
Yeah, if there's mix of
Yes.
bludgeoning in there.
Oh, is it only bludgeoning?
Bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
Okay, all right.
Those are my only.
Piercing.
I only have physical damage resistances.
Which is good because I rolled max damage. It's 10 piercing damage.
Ow.
So you reduce that how you need to.
Yep.
Plus 10 points of psychic damage.
5, 10. Oof. Okay. All right. That could have been worse. So you said
Um,
10 points of psychic.
correct.
So it would have been 10 and 10, but minus 5 on 1. Okay. Cool. So 15 points of damage.
That is its turn. It's gonna stay right there. This one that is prone, looking at the massive dinosaur and the Warforged who just melted it and then shot it a bunch, is not gonna stick around. It is going to use its bonus action to teleport.
Oh, god damn it! Those cheaters.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute.
It's gonna use half of
Something
its
Like I
movement
said, I'm gonna go after Kashik even when she's not in the game.
to stand up.
Boy, I got this. Easy. I've got a plan.
Azura low, Kashik high is a 17. Kashik will be the recipient of 2 of the 3 attacks.
Got him.
One attack coming your way, Azur.
Oof.
A natural 20.
Is a crit?
Yes,
Okay. That was on Azur.
correct.
So you would think I was going to use Koshik's reaction, but I'm actually going to use Brune's reaction.
Okay.
Let me double check the wording of who I can target with that. Somebody else within 30 feet. Oh, okay. No, that's very easy. I'm gonna use McLeod Rune reaction to make that natural 20 hit the one in front of me.
Oh shit! Nice.
It's not within range to hit that one.
It doesn't have to be.
Oh,
It just has to be within. It has to be within 30 feet of me. So the effects of the attack. So it's what it looks like is just that fucking and that mist billowing out from the bullet helmet as its tentacles connect with Azur. Like it's like all of their force just dissipates. So it just hits and makes contact with you, and the effects of it just boop on
It's like
the
some
one right
voodoo
in front of
doll
me.
shit.
Yeah, basically.
Oh,
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
well. Well, it's. Well, they're doing the.
Stop hitting yourself.
I
Stop
suppose.
Stop hitting your friends. Stop hitting your
Thanks
friends.
for the crit.
Okay,
basically.
so it's gonna be.
See, I can also mitigate crits.
Okay, so I'm just full disclosure. This would have been a crit of psychic damage. Their first attack is all psychic damage. And they're resistant to psychic damage. So
That's unfortunate.
it's still just a
That's okay,
full
though.
like regular attack though, which is not insignificant with these guys. 6,
I'll take it.
8,
Yeah, for sure.
12 points of psychic damage to this creature. Not half. That is
That is the half.
70. That is the half, correct. Because
But
I'm just
not on-
not doubling the dice.
But still, with your reaction, not only did you negate a crit, but you negated an
damage.
entire hit and dealt damage to another
Correct.
creature.
Yeah, I'm not
Reaction.
upset. I'm like,
Yeah.
it makes it less good, but it's still really good.
But what is
yeah,
Koshik's
that's pretty
AC?
lovely.
Koshik's AC. I don't have a reaction to help Koshik now. 18.
18. 1 will hit her of the 2
Ow.
attacks.
Don't do that.
I don't believe she has any resistances.
Not
so
that I can
7,
see.
9 plus 4 is 13 points of damage to Koshik.
Ow.
I thought she had like necrotic resistance to something or something like that.
Not that I see. I don't see anything on here under her defenses.
I don't know.
Necrotic resistance wouldn't help anyways. This is psychic and piercing.
This is
Um,
brain damage.
Brain damn. Brain. Okay, cool.
How close is? I'm sorry, Deem. How close is Cossack to me?
20 feet. 15
Oh,
feet.
20. Okay.
15
15
feet.
feet away
Okay.
from you.
Never mind. Okay, gotcha.
I need to keep that out. Anyways.
She said, "I want to stay
Yeah.
all the way away from that psychic damage." Uh-oh.
It's a just double check.
Hold up.
Yes, it's a 20 foot. Wait,
I don't like that.
What?
They
Wait a
said-
minute.
20 foot radius. Yes.
What the fuck?
These tentacle creatures are playing. Let's hit the backline, the video game.
I haven't gotten to go yet, man. I'm trying.
Is it a spell?
It is. They are casting a spell. Would you like to try to attempt a counterspell?
No, you said they. Or is it they multiple, or it's just one guy, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, I'll counterspell it. I already don't like what I'm seeing.
Okay.
Fuck you.
At what level?
Don't like that.
3rd level.
3rd level. Very well. It will succeed. I need you to roll me a D100, please.
I in my head canon, you making the area of effect is just like 2 little tentacles like let me get this spell just right. Crowley like, no, you stop that.
Listen, I'm over here strumming the guitar like 51, by the way.
51 on that. And it's 3rd level. Okay.
Meteor falls into the.
Crowley, you cast this counter spell, and as you do, mushrooms grow around your feet, all around you, out of the stone.
I got our food for the rest of the. Let's check that later, though.
What kind of mushrooms?
Yeah, what kind of mushrooms do you
I
have?
was gonna say like
Strange, weird looking, funky
Aberrant
looking
mushrooms.
Not aberrant mushrooms.
Gas-filled mushrooms.
Mournland mushrooms.
Oh
You're
no.
not making
More
tea with those.
More shrooms.
More
Um,
shrooms.
Okay, I think.
I imagine.
Great.
I am sorry. I forgot an effect on their teleport. Getting wrapped up in the hits. Artium and Auto. When this thing teleports, the reality around it is warped as it does. I need you to please make me a strength saving throw, both of you.
I think I'm gonna be good. Yeah.
16 on the dice. What's my strength bonus? 19 total.
Whoa, you have a 16 strength?
I do.
Yes,
What the
Auto
fuck?
has a weirdly high strength.
20,
What the balls?
24.
You sound buff. He's over there fucking flexing.
This thing's got a 25 strength.
God damn!
So both of you will succeed on the strength saving throw, which is very good because I rolled very good on that damage. So you see the void sort of appear in between the two of you, attempting to pull you into it. As it does, you're going to take what would have been 25 points of force damage down to 12 points of force damage, and you are not pulled anywhere.
Jesus. I think this is the first damage I have not been able to mitigate in a while.
That one got counterspelled. It's got its bonus action, so it could move if it wanted to. And it will.
Wanna take a ride with me? Yeah, come on! I'll take you all on! Get over here!
I'm assuming it's teleporting.
Yes.
I'm like, please run by me. Get stomped on. Where are you going?
Squeeze! I think that'd be great because you'd step on their head and they'd just go, and you'd release it,
It's a double tap.
just right back up.
There's that, and it's gonna stay right here. All right, Brune, I need you to please roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck!
At the top of your turn.
That's not great.
Flash of genius.
Yeah! Okay. Alright.
Attack
Okay,
dice
this
are
could
not
be a
rolling
lot
for
worse.
Damage dice rolling. Very good.
Oh! Oh! I still have another use of Indomitable, so I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I rolled a 3, if anybody was curious.
Oof.
Wow, that's not much better. 13.
13 is just a failure. I say just a failure. You fail. It's going to be 10 points of psychic damage.
How much?
10 points, as just being
Ow.
in the presence of these creatures around you starts tearing at your psyche, sort of reminding you, not necessarily the same feeling, but reminding you of that just wrong nature of what was underground. It is still your turn. What you doing?
Okay, fantastic. Well, I'm gonna start doing stuff. I assume the one directly in front of me looks significantly more damaged, right? Because that's the one that has gotten pin cushioned.
And it's also the one that got hit by its
buddy.
friends, and which there's a secondary effect to that.
Oh.
As you're sort of looking around at the targets in front of you, you notice after redirecting that hit towards this one, you see that it is locked up in place. It is stunned.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool. If you're stunned, do you automatically fail some saves?
Yes.
Which ones are those?
Strength and dexterity.
Which one's done?
The one
one
with the
right in
yellow
front
base.
of me.
This one.
Yeah.
Because of the attack that was redirected its way.
Okay. Well then, I'm gonna turn this way for a moment.
Okay.
I am in the business of CC right now, and I'm just gonna immediately kind of spin around and just war pick coming up to give it what for?
Pull it up.
23.
Hits.
Fantastic. I would also like it to make a strength saving throw, I believe.
15.
15 will definitely fail as long as I am not making shit up.
Okay.
Sorry, I haven't gotten to use this a ton. I've not gotten to use it a ton. So that is going to be 6, 7, 13 magical piercing with a Bishop coated weapon, if that makes any difference. And then 8 points of fire damage. And it is now restrained. As what was that, DM?
I'm talking to myself.
Gotcha. As War Pit connects, invoking the fire rune and just fiery shackles, locking it up in place.
All right. It is restrained in front of you.
Fantastic. It's restrained. The other one is still more damaged. So it's restrained.
Mhm.
Turn around.
Turn around.
And other 2 attacks against the stun target.
Okay. At advantage.
At advantage. You got it, boss. First one is a 22.
Hits.
Second one is a 29.
Hits. Damage.
Those are going to be 15 magical piercing and 10 magical piercing each.
I assume you would redirect that second attack to the other one if this one fell, which it does.
Yes.
Uh-oh. It disappeared.
Yep. It died.
It died to the 15 damage?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, if it just pick in the side of the noggin, yank it out, and it's like it collapses, turn around, smack it into the one behind me again.
Another attack at advantage.
Yep. Did you want me to reroll?
Oh no, you don't. Never mind. Just roll damage. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, that the second attack's damage was 10.
10. Okay, that one is still up at the moment.
Yeah, it's restrained, so I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit, and I'm gonna move here. That's 15.
Okay, we've already done it, and we're running a little bit over already, so I'm gonna try to wrap this up as quickly as possible. We rolled, you hit, it's fine. You wouldn't have probably needed advantage anyways. But I will say, those fiery chains hit it and latch onto it, and then you start seeing its flesh just like going through the length of
is it
point, like
immune
chain.
to
Yeah,
restrain?
like Jello.
Okay. So then I guess it would not stick. That's fine. It still would take the extra fire
If that
damage.
changes your movement at all.
No, it wouldn't. I mean,
Okay.
it's less convenient. That means it's AOP at me that I assume is coming will just be a straight roll instead of disadvantage, but that's fine.
Okay. It does not hit.
It does not hit. Fantastic. I'm gonna step up and just bonus action fucking punch this one with my shield.
Go for it.
Whoops. Oh, good gracious. So that will be, and I'm not big, so it's a straight roll. Athletics check. Oof, not great. It has to be 16 is my.
16 what? What does it roll?
That's a 16 athletics. It's a shove. But from Shield Master.
It is prone.
It is prone. I'm not knocking it prone. I'm shoving it.
Oh, shoving it away. Gotcha.
Yep. Shoving it away. And then stepping into that space
Gotcha.
that
Okay.
it was previously inhabiting.
All right, and you are gonna go ahead and take Kaushik's turn as well. there's not a lot of fight left in these guys. Are we okay to run over like another 15 minutes? Is everybody cool with that? It should not
Okay.
take that long to wrap up. Okay.
Good to go.
All right.
Okay.
I'm a pre-roll.
Okay, so there's not a lot of life left in these guys, and I don't want to use a ton of Brittany's resources, so she's gonna step a little bit away, and is basically just gonna be we'll test one out. Out of just quick rundown, which of these two looks more damaged?
The one that took your war pick to the face.
That I war picked.
Yeah.
Dexterity saving throw. Sacred Flame. DC 19.
18. Just one off.
18. Fantastic. 1, 2. Buckle their shoes. 8, 1, 9. 9, 12. 17 points of radiant damage.
That's going on the one on the carpet or the one?
One on the carpet.
Okay. Looking
Still
very,
up?
very hurt. Yes, still up.
Okay.
Two sacred flames.
Yeah, basically that's what I was about to go. Second verse, same as the first.
Okay.
Dexterity saving throw. Just erupting up under it.
23.
That will save, yeah.
They are very dexterous. I rolled pretty low
They
on the
rolled
first
shit. Okay. That's fine. Yeah.
Is it
actually,
half damage? It's not half damage. Let's see.
No, it's just save or suck.
Okay.
Now, if she was an evocation wizard. And that's gonna be Kaushik's turn.
Okay. Because actually, wait a minute. I think because you shoved it, it actually doesn't. Yeah, it's got to be 5 feet. All right. It's Kaushik's turn. That is going to bring us back to Crowley, and then Otto on deck.
Real quick, the least damaged one now is the one in front of Brune, right?
Correct.
All right, I'm gonna do a spirit session again.
Okay.
Get a tail. I can roll twice. I rolled the same number, so I can choose whatever tale I want to tell now. So I'm going to tell the tale of the dragon again, but this time I'm going to direct it to Brune as I force a dragon toward him, and he gets a very bad reflux. So dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw.
Don't you
Yep.
have like a full helmet? Does it just like come up and just go out your eye hole?
I've got like a gap. by
11
my
plus
mouth.
7 for an 18.
It's like the little air holes.
Is your DC
All right,
18
he
or
succeeds.
19?
It's a DC 18, which is fine.
Okay.
Because I think they're resistant to psychic. I didn't want to do that. So can you roll 4d12 and just have it?
4d12. Yeah, let me yank out another d12. If I can find it. Okay, whatever. We'll use this one. That's fine. Yeah. All right. Oof. I rolled kind of shit. On half. 12, 20, 12, 22, 24, 25.
25 halved, right? To 12?
Right.
Yep.
Okay. 51. Okay.
Now on my turn.
Scorches the wall behind it, including it. You see tendrils like getting back into the thing's clothes and stuff, trying to recoil from the flame. And in your turn there, that is going to bring us to Otto.
Otto just kind of turns around, clacks another belt in, shuffles through some of the dropped casings, and
Okay.
What's it shooting at? Who's he
Oh.
shooting? That
No, don't do it. Rotate. There we go.
Which one am I shooting at?
Rotate.
Yeah, the one that's off by its lonesome.
This one?
Yep.
Okay, roll an attack roll.
24 to hit.
Hits, it dies. It had 1 hit point left.
Okay.
Oh, god damn.
Nice.
It dies. Dead. Are you kidding me? So I had
Uh.
rolled one better on my pick damage.
That's rough.
And just kind of rotating to the other one, and I'm not flying. Jumps about 15 feet in the air, and the little bolt on his shoulder. Firebolt.
Okay, roll it up.
28.
28 will definitely hit. Go and roll damage.
$32.
32 damage? Holy shit.
God damn.
3d10 plus 1d8.
Ah, that'll do it.
It
I rolled.
is hurting severely. All right.
I can
Big
see.
shot.
What else
Oh,
for your turn, Otto?
Correction. I think that was only a 30, not a 32.
Okie dokie. And it looks perfectly fine now.
Now it's yeah. 2 less damage. A-okay. No longer bloody.
Shaw. No problem.
It's got a damage minimum.
Threshold?
And, yeah. You gotta do so
Hey,
much damage.
I've thought about that as a legendary like beast mechanic. That might have been with you. I can't remember.
Alrighty. Otto, does that end your turn?
You're muted.
You're muted.
He used 15 feet of movement. He will use 15 more.
Gotcha.
Or more than that, because he has
25.
40 feet. Yeah, 25.
Yeah. Absolutely. In your turn there, that is going to bring us to Artyom, and Pip, you're on deck. Artyom, what's your
I went ahead and pre-rolled to make this fast. It's 26 hit.
26 hits.
He's going to run and make a 25-foot leap with both forward feet landing down on this creature while standing over Broom for 40 points of damage.
Okay.
Splat! Plop.
Like smashing a bowl of green pudding onto the floor and walls. This aberrant creature is
Gross.
destroyed.
Hey.
We dab on him, and everybody does a dance.
You do hear the music after a couple of seconds,
Not a
and
waltz.
you realize that the I like how you moved your fucking character when I said that. You after a couple of moments of silence and none of these other creatures getting up, all of a sudden, all of them get up, and the music starts back, and they start dancing again, and that's where we're gonna end tonight's session. So, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for playing with me. I know we went over a little bit late tonight, but that's okay. We are Hard Knock Dice. We stream every Saturday. On Saturdays, we do Across Eberron. We're at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please drop a follow, subscribe if you're feeling it in your heart of hearts, all that good stuff. We're going to be on October 4th starting up our Whispers in the Dust campaign, DM by our Whispers in the Death. Whispers in the Dust campaign, our fantasy Western game ran by Mr. Ian, Mr. Brune himself. So make sure you go check that out. Yeah, donate X Life, exclamation mark charity in the chat. We're raising money for these folks, so do the lawful good thing, the lawful kind thing. Open your heart wallets to a really great cause and save some kids. Go be a hero.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Do
find
that.
someone to raid because I have forgot to do so once again. My tropes remain the same. Yeah. So we are going to go try to find somebody to raid. In the meantime, while I'm doing this and you're still here watching me click away, hit the follow button. It takes just a couple of seconds. Travel over to our YouTube. Our links are in the chat if you do exclamation mark YouTube. Travel over to our YouTube. Subscribe there as well, because we upload all of these episodes to YouTube, and where you can get caught up on all of this awesomeness.
Or just watch them again.
Watch them again.
Absolutely.
Try to pick up the things you missed the first time. Fucking computer's moving so damn slow right now.
I feel that. It'd be like that sometimes. Leave it alone.
Jeez. All right, we're gonna raid some friends over at Dice Legends. I'm gonna go ahead and start that raid. So 10 seconds from now, you'll be enjoying their stream. Before you leave, hit that follow button. And until next time, guys, much love. Bye.
Bye.
Facebook.
Game.
Indeed.